Why you gonna shut up?
No, I ain't gonna shut. I mean,
Yeah, did you see this? Okay, what up? What up? What up? Boy, School G man, WYAC, the hottest shit on your dial right now. Hey, look, what's good, Amy? What's good, Amy?
Um, everything, life,
Wow,
everything's good.
yeah. She
that's
just
what's
took
up.
my happiness down a little step because she just why is everything good? I can name
Everything is
nine. I can name nine
good.
things right now that's shit, and
We
you
on this
said
side of the
everything
dirt,
is
so I'm feeling
good.
good.
I'm glad you happy. What's up, Sante? What's good with you, bro? Because Amy,
Everything good, dog. I can't really complain. I'm trying to drink a little bit more water, but tonight I'm cheating. I got a little bit of coffee, dog, and I've been on a pop and coffee pop, on the kick, dog. So I'm trying to drink a little bit more water. I need to, and I know
hey,
I
look,
be needing more water, man. Because when I get up, if my back hurt, this is some old man shit, I guess. If your back hurt, I'm like, damn, I need to be drinking more water. And the more water I drink, my back don't hurt.
I ain't condoning drinking. But some of the oldest people I know that come in my store, bro, all drink beer. Literally, all of them drink beer.
What's they brand though?
It vary, but most of them be Budweiser.
I deal with
Well,
the bud.
Bush or Budweiser.
What you drink, Amy? Do you drink beer?
No, I'm a vodka drinker.
White. She like that
I
white.
like white, but I don't
Uh,
like gin. I don't like tequila. I just like vodka.
What?
I don't like tequila.
That should be against the law.
I do not like tequila. I had a bad incident with tequila, and it just
Okay, that make most sense because that's just crazy.
yeah, tequila sunrises at Bogies in Southfield
mm.
back in the day.
Oh man, that's because they put tequila in it that just say tequila. It don't even have a name on it. Like,
Yeah, I had a tequila sunrise incident, and every time no, it makes me bad.
hey, that's why I don't eat spice cakes. One time when I got sick, I was eating a lot of spice cakes, and
Mm.
spice cakes remind me of when I was sick. So I
Yeah,
can't eat them.
if I'm like that with tequila.
Mm. Damn, you know what? I ain't really had nothing. I ain't drink, man. It's been like really almost been like 2 or 3 years. Like drink. Like I
Hmm.
had when I last time I drank, I went with the intention of getting like annihilated. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I knew in my mind I was like,
Premeditated.
it was premeditated. I was like, I already know I'm going to get drunk. I'm gonna get on people's nerves tonight. I might get beat up.
Start a fight.
Hey dog, and I almost did. You know what I'm saying? But that was like the last time I drank. It was like on a Christmas Eve, matter of fact, and I was toe down, bro. Toe down. After that, shit, man, I crawled in the tub, and I was in that tub for like a whole 24 hours, dog. I was toe up,
That's
just soaking in cold water for a whole 24 hours. Man, my stomach was toe. Yeah. But that's the last time I little drank, dog. I ain't really drank too much last couple of years, unless it's been probably like real light social. Somebody come through with a, nice little taste or something.
I
Mm.
haven't been drinking that much, but I got toe up. I, I'll stop. You know me, I'll stop drinking for like a whole week or two, and then go back to it, or you know what I mean. So I
Mhm.
had did that, and I'm out, and I really wasn't gonna drink, and I did something like I was just sitting at the bar, and I was like, "Let me get a Long Island."
Oh,
It just
Long
came
Island do it
out
to you,
by
dog.
itself.
Yeah,
You know what
Long
I
Island.
mean? I'm like, "Let me get top shelf Long Island." I'm like,
Thug.
"Damn." I'm just so used to saying it.
Was they heavy handed with it? Whoever made it for you?
Oh yeah, they was
Ah,
clowning. I had actually I went to this bar. It's weird as hell because I be meeting people. I used to talk to people, and I be forgetting they exist. So when I had went over there, I had ran into a girl I used to talk to that was bartending. So yeah, them motherfuckers was
strong.
yeah. I
Boy.
came straight home and went to bed. Like straight home. I didn't stay until shit closed neither.
Mm.
Like I'm gonna have to get the fuck out. I told Dewan, I'm like, bro, I'm gone. I'm out. As a
Mm.
matter of fact, after I had the Long Islands, he gave me a like a Jack and Coke. Like he just like here. I'm like, I took about 3 sips out. I said, man, I'm going home. I'm going home. I'll be over here get to looking at this for crazy or something.
But
Get up out of here.
now I can't really drink, dog, unless I know I'm gonna be home. I got to be somewhere I know I ain't got to get up and go, bro. You know what I mean? Like if I came on your crib and drank, school, whatever, I'm like, yo, dog, I'm staying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
it. Get you a blankie.
Yeah,
Get
I
you
ain't
a
go.
blankie.
I mean, especially if I drove myself over there. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I drink, man, the older I get, it's like, it don't take much for me anyway, but because I really don't. But yeah, I got to be chilling somewhere for a nice little while. Nice little while. But yeah, other than that, y'all, I mean, how was I know we only 2 days within the week, you know what I mean? But so,
I saw school suited and booted. Where were you this weekend?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was at the Norwood, having a party for the movie, The Return of the Mac. And I think we was actually supposed to shoot some B-roll over there, but it didn't end up happening. So I'm severely disappointed because I really didn't get in the project. I wanted to be in the project so bad, but I didn't get in. I didn't get in it because of just timing and different shit that happened. So I don't know. Maybe I get some music in there or whatever. But I had some input on a few. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to start my fight choreography thing, not just doing the acting. I'm trying to make money on every end.
what made you get into all that, James? I mean, I already know that you like to, do a lot. I know you have your hat in a lot of different things you be interested in, but what kind of got you into that? The acting or that type of
I
situation.
was man. That's really as a kid. I can't think of what kid or not even kid, adult that haven't wanted to actually be like on TV or be in a movie. You know what I mean? I had always thought about it. You know what I mean? So, and I think I'm funny. So I think I'm a decent actor. That's why I can't wait to get a role that people really get to see me. You know what I'm saying? Act. I have some, but the person I'm dealing with, I just don't think the shit ever gonna come out. So if he see this or he watching right now, I just don't trust that it's gonna come out. It's just because we could be shooting scenes, we could be done. But you know, it's coming. I'm definitely gonna be shooting my own movie next year. For sure, for sure.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of. You done sent me a couple of things where you done sent me some of your skits that been crazy as hell, like in the past. That's the game right now too. A lot of people,
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
got it.
people blowing up off the skits.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I actually got a surprise for I got some that I've been writing on. And it's actually gonna be all people from the Yak. And
Oh,
I'm
word.
shooting the shit with Meezy. I end
Oh,
up talking
okay.
to Meezy, you know what I mean? I gave him, some of the ideals I had. He was like, oh, hell yeah.
There you
So
go. Yeah.
I know where to benefit both for once I get it, because once I say I'm gonna do something with somebody and I'm gonna do it, it ain't like if it's just me, you know what I mean? I might bullshit around, but
Right. You can
now I
put.
got
Yeah.
people involved. I can't waste their time. We're gonna go ahead and get it done.
I'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, I know that's gonna be funny as heck, though. You know what I mean? I'm glad you're doing that,
Yeah.
bro. Glad.
I'm trying to make it like a Pontiac in living color.
That's sweet. That's sweet. That's a sweet idea. I seen God, who was it? Was it Delia? Have you seen those flyers? I know y'all probably saw them, but like the new dance show, they got something coming out
Yeah, I
now.
saw that. I saw.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was about, but I did see it.
What's
Can
up,
it
the miss?
be?
Yeah, I seen. I don't know when it posted, or even if it started already, but I know it's a couple of things going on. And then the trunk or treat tonight. I think I seen Isha Branner got something on Facebook. Well, I don't know if she had United Wholesale Mortgage. I know down at Trinity right now they doing a trunk or treat. So everybody getting ready for their Halloween. What y'all gonna be? What y'all gonna be? Yourself or what? What's going on? Shit.
Man,
You giving
I
out
don't
free
know.
candy at the store or what?
You know what? I think I am. I think I am. I think I am for sure. For sure. I don't really. Man, somebody gotta call me and be like, "We going to this," and then I'm gonna be like, "Hell yeah, we going." You know what I mean? If don't nobody hit me or something don't pop up on my radar, then I'm gonna be sitting at the house playing Apex Legends or riding my unicycle.
Yeah, your boy been on that unicycle lately. I done seen you like, yeah, hey, that look fun as hell though.
Yeah, we was actually at I actually just left the Lexus. How do you say that shit? Lexus Valero track in Detroit. You know where they race the bikes. They ride the bike around the track. So they've been letting us ride in there, and I had went over there today, but they had training going on, so I wasn't able to get no footage. Actually, do it and get footage to post. But I'm gonna start posting that a lot too because that's really popular. It's blowing up our group, and I didn't start it. It's called EUC Detroit. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? They got this dude named Rob and Ken who actually started it. You know what I'm saying? They've been riding for like 10 years together. They dope as fuck. And you know, they let it play up in there. So I've been riding, man. We got a lot of stuff we working on. A lot of stuff we working on.
That's good. The Minsky said they had karaoke Sunday nights. It was Fire Wings by popular demand. They was asking to remix this Sunday. So
Oh yeah, so Valley Wings had a karaoke night this past Sunday night, and I think they're gonna go ahead and do something this Sunday night because there was a good turnout. So I think this Sunday is supposed to be like a ladies' night.
I think I'm gonna try to get down there for sure. I wanted to get down there this Sunday. I really did, but I didn't see it until 10. It was like 10:26 when I seen it, and I'm like, damn. I wanted to text him and be like, hey, how long you gonna be over into?
Hmm.
Because it take me like 42, 45 minutes to get down there. So
Hmm.
I did want to go though. I ain't gonna lie.
that's what's up. It's some things. Yeah, it look like it's some things going on around here, dog. Amy, what you been up to? I know it's only 2 days in the week, so I
I've
mean,
been chilling. I've been
yeah.
chilling. I've been frolicking in my yard and doing my little gardening and nothing major, you
So
know.
you,
Right.
yeah, so if we heard you correctly, you were frolicking.
That could mean a couple
Yeah,
things.
you were frolicking.
I was
Let
frolicking
me
in my
find
yard.
out. Let somebody send a ring camera video of your
For
ass
sure.
running through the yard doing this and shit without.
And I do.
Let
And
me
I do.
let me somebody send me that footage. I got 50 for
And
you.
I do.
I got 50 for you. Send me that footage.
And I do.
Fucking
So,
clown. All right.
you know what? As a matter of fact, there probably is footage because I do have cameras. I might have to run it back and see.
You see, you had your little look like you was having karaoke by yourself.
I always have karaoke. I'm a well-known superstar in my household and in family. So, I turn on my microphone any day of the week. So,
Oh
yes.
yeah, yeah. So you the MJ
I
of
got
your
strobe lights. I got microphone. I got all that. I don't play.
strobe lights and microphone. What
Yes.
type of people have microphones in their house?
You want me to go get it?
Hey, might as well put on the show. Shit, why not?
What type of
And the
people
lights
do
are
that?
the lights already low. Might as well. Shit.
What type of people do
Right.
Turn your lights down low. Yeah, I'll be over here singing and dancing and having myself a ball. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And this weekend, I'm going to see the MJ Michael Jackson Broadway
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
at the Fisher Theater. So
Okay.
I'm really excited about that. That should be dope.
I
I
had
saw
thought
some
about
clips.
going to see it. I don't seen so many Michael Jackson shows that I think I'm burnt out.
But this is the Broadway one, so this one should be really good. I saw some clips of it on YouTube, and
Yeah,
it looks like it's
the
well.
Las Vegas one was super cold when
Mhm.
they first started. When they had the, it was nice. I seen the Michael Jackson Circus so late. I seen Michael Jackson everything. All
Yeah,
right,
so I'm
That's
looking
crazy.
forward to this.
That's crazy.
that
It's funny,
Circus
man.
Soleil was crazy. Even though I fell asleep. See, ended me. They finna do the grand finale or whatever. Like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, this shit is amazing. Motherfuckers floating over my head and shit, and flying through the air and on trapeze, all type of shit.
Oh, okay.
Females with really nice bodies too.
Ooh,
just built like that. You know what I mean? That
Like
type
this,
shit.
you
Yeah.
mean?
Like, damn, shit. I done had a flashback.
So you got to go back to the old lady. But yeah, we gotta.
Hey, we about to go to Vegas.
Well, we gotta. Tonight, I guess, like I say, y'all, it's open gate. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
shoot,
we actually have a lot of things we could talk about.
yeah, we can. That's what up.
There's so much going on in the news
It is nothing off
that we could
limit.
grab a
What's up?
hold of. So one thing that we could talk about. There's a couple of things that I wanted to discuss. One is the Little Dirk arrest.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, Little Dirk's arrest. P. Diddy is still in the news, and now they're saying that Jamie Foxx is claiming that
that's why he got
that is the
sick.
cause of his stroke, saying that he was drugged at a Diddy party.
Damn, I believe that. Hey, but
I
hold
believe
on.
it
Hey,
too.
right quick. Hey, Sante.
Yo,
Like we can hear that background music because if it's what you call music, then they ain't gonna let us play it. You know what I mean?
oh
They'll
okay. Can you hear it now?
they'll mute our YouTube.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Amy. It's down.
My bad though.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't saying nothing.
No,
Oh,
you was talking
Yes,
about
it
the
was.
yeah.
oh, I thought okay. So the Jamie Foxx and Diddy situation.
Yeah, this nigga crazy.
Um, of course, Trump
Hmm.
and Kamala still going at it.
Yeah.
So the latest thing with that is the whole comment about Puerto Rico.
Oh my
So
god.
you know what? What did he say? What did he? Not did he, but was it the comedian? It was a comedian or
Well,
him?
the comedian said
Well, okay,
quite.
what did he say? I didn't see the whole thing, but I seen like clips in the news.
You
Like,
he said
Well, at the Trump rally, he said a whole lot.
okay,
He referenced watermelon when talking about black people.
okay,
He uh, he referred to Puerto Rico as what a
I said
garbage
a joke. He
a
said
island.
trash
he was like,
spot.
look, and it was like a segue joke.
Uh huh.
He was like, and you know, there's a big trash heap floating in the ocean, and I think it's called Puerto Rico. And like,
Dang.
uh, I thought it was when I seen it, I thought it was actually a video that somebody made
It was
playing.
a real trash. Oh, damn.
Yeah, but he went
But
right
he
after
said it was
that. He
for
said
yeah.
that. He's like, and my black friend, you know, we had a him and his black friends had a watermelon carving party. Like
It
I'm
was a lot.
like, man, he was going like, yeah.
It was a lot.
Hmm.
The
Very
next day, the
inappropriate.
white boys
Very
in the boat
racist.
with Confederate flags going across the water, talking about, man,
Yeah,
yeah, they.
yeah. It was a lot.
That's what's up. That you voted on Sunday. That's what's up. No, I didn't even see, but I watched. I tried to get through. I watched the Club Shay Shay.
Hmm.
I watched that interview. I didn't even know she was on actually, but I
Hmm.
sat
Oh,
and
was
watched.
Kamala on there?
Yeah,
Yeah, she was on
he had
there.
her yesterday.
Yeah, I just seen it.
So I watched. Probably it was an hour long. I say I watched 45 minutes. Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm glad she I'm glad she went on there.
Yeah, because she got a chance to set the record straight on a lot of shit that was bullshit. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
But the comments was crazy. Like you go to the comments, or there's a button or there's a extension on Chrome where you can go on there and you can see the likes to dislikes
Hmm.
proportion.
Hmm.
Man, it was 21,000. When I looked at it, it was around 21,000 likes, 150,000 dislikes, and people in the comments was just going like at her, dog. You know what I mean? I was like, usually in situations like that, comments are turned off. You don't get any chance to even read them. But I was wondering why so many people was like that. Quite honestly, because
yep.
Club Shay Shay is more of a black show. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, he universal, but it's a more or less it's a black show.
Well, people mostly, I mean, ignorant shit is fun to watch. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what his show
Hmm. And you're not going to
brings.
be highlighted for saying something
So yeah,
positive.
a lot of ignorant
A
ass
lot of
people
trolls.
watch it. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
and I just hate to say it, but the truth is, a lot of ignorant ass people get all their facts from somebody else. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, women don't want to see other women in power. I've seen that my whole life.
You think women get along? Hey, that's a good subject. Amy, we can bring up whatever you want to. But do you think it's harder for women to get along with each other than men?
I don't know. I'm a girl's girl.
Mm-hmm.
I support my sisters. I'm approachable. So that's not my experience. I hear
Okay.
it, but I don't experience it.
See, I would think that women get along in general better
Mm-hmm.
than guys do, just in general.
Hmm.
But I'm saying with a woman in a position of power, you know what I'm saying, even at a job, like one of my employees that worked for me, she actually had worked at a hospital.
Hmm.
She was a supervisor, but she was a Miss Goody Goody. You know what I'm saying? And whenever people was late, if she was late, she ain't say shit. But if they was late, she on their ass or whatever. So they just start rallying against her ass.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? To where they just got a certain amount of numbers to, you know what I'm saying, to complain about her, and they got her ass the fuck up out of there. So, but like I said, and most of it was all, you know what I'm saying, other women. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Instead of, pulling her to the side and and that's what I tell her about talking to people and just disciplining somebody. Sometimes you have to be the OG. Like I'm gonna pull somebody, I'm like, yo, come here, let me holler at you. Like, look, you in this position. I'm in this position. It took work for me to get here. You know what I mean?
It's sad that we have to have those conversations.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I
You
shouldn't have to have
shouldn't.
those conversations, like, right? And if you see, I feel like if a person sees me in a position of power, a position that they will look up to, and knowing that we have to work together, like, make it easy for me, right? A lot of times I don't understand, like, when we make it hard. Like, I shouldn't have to pull somebody to the
Right,
side and say, although I am black, you
right.
still have to follow the rules. You have to follow the rules anyway. I would try to excel at my job if I had black leadership,
Yeah.
because I
I
feel
got into it with a lot of um people that was police officers at a particular time.
Mm.
Cause when shit, fun fact, nobody know this shit really, except for people that really know me. I went to school for crime scene investigation. But when they didn't expunge my felony, I had a job waiting on me at the Pontiac Police Department. If I'd have got my
wait a minute, you talking about acting, police? You sent
this
me
is back
Eh,
pictures
when
talking about you
this was
were a
back in the day.
model,
choreography.
break
Yes.
dancer.
Hey, he lightweight. He a pilot out this motherfucker too. You didn't know that,
Did you try out for Circus Soleil? Like, what?
I
Where
do
right?
you
gotta get me some more. I was just telling my girl, I'm like, man, I gotta finish my hours, man. But real shit. But I did, you know what I'm saying? But I was saying that to say that a lot of my friends that was police officers did certain shit, but didn't want you to do those things. I'm like, bro, what make you better than me? You know what I mean? Or that person. You know what I'm saying? So we was bumping heads sometime, but a lot of them guys, man, except for I don't know if Gil was in that group. I think Gil had came in actually a year before everybody else did. But a lot
Mm.
of them guys that was on the Pontiac police force, like I helped them with their school shit, what classes, because at the specific time, you only had to have 60 credits. You didn't have to have a degree. You know what I mean? I was actually going to school for criminal justice. They just said, you know what I'm saying, had to get 60 credits over a certain period of time, and they just had to go through the academy. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
I had a problem with that because I feel like it's different experiences that you should have to go through first, you know what I'm saying, being a police officer, and those classes, those more specific classes, instead of when you go through the academy, you know what I mean, it's crash course and all of that shit. It only lasts so long.
Mm.
But when you have to when you take the classes and that and you have that particular degree, you know what I'm saying, you get to know what police administration is. You got to learn it because there wasn't no teachers pushing you through over there, except for Mr. Franks if he really like you. But Mr. Allen was gonna tear your ass out the frame. Any of those professors at OCC, which they had a hell of a program over there at OCC. But people don't like that. Men in power kind of do the same shit. Like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, but I'm the police. But nigga, fuck you. No, you don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like we was literally having little arguments and shit. And I just was like, man, fuck it. It is what it is. But don't treat me different, dog. Don't treat me different. Treat me the same.
Yeah, but to kind of get back to what we were talking about
Mhm.
with the whole women
Mhm.
versus women thing, I think that usually when we don't get along, it's something that's lingering from high school, where we didn't like you in high school, we don't like you today, or yeah, it's a conversation that needs to be had, or it's about a man.
Mhm.
We probably dealt with the same man. So I find like in smaller areas, women may not get along with other women or speak to other women because they've dealt with the same man. But
Mhm.
Yeah, I think dudes are just as bad
Yeah,
mm,
about that.
yeah,
I think when it comes to men, it's it just I think it comes down to, well, it's on both levels of women and men, but like men on on the disrespect level, like men can tend to get along pretty decent until that and the same thing I guess with women. I mean, you can get along pretty good until the disrespect come into it.
hmm
But with men, it's it's only so far. Like some men, quite honestly, I'll put it like this: a scenario. Some guys will get real crazy with you, Amy, like talk stupid and real crazy, but they won't do it to James just because they know it's a threat of violence with James. You know what I'm saying? It's a threat that James, they not physically, you're not physically imposing. You know what I mean? And it's just a common sense. I could talk like this to somebody because I think I can get away with it, whereas
hmm
a man won't do that shit to another man because he know he might die. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of men out here, they press the button. Like nowadays, it seems like a lot more men is getting more disrespectful, and disrespectful amongst each other. We seeing it because people dying, but for the most part, man, I think I've been seeing lately guys have been getting a little bit more disrespectful towards each other
wow,
of late. I've seen it seemed like it's gotten
bad.
worse a little bit.
I'm aware of that.
Uh, well, I think with the internet and the
Oh,
way
yeah,
everybody is making money, like motherfuckers is literally risking their life to go viral to get that bag. It's
that's
people
great.
that's doing that because I don't seen people like because I know Dogface. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Man, cool.
I actually saw one of his hookups like what 3 or 4 days ago. I'm
So
listening.
he say some straight up hard shit sometimes. But he gonna stand on like motherfuckers like, well, he ain't, you know what I'm saying, niggas get killed for shit like that and da 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 da. He got, you know what I'm saying? He'll come to the post where dude said that and be like, well, come kill me.
Mhm.
And I mean it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, certain people, I seen somebody say, and I had to reach out to him like, nah, he not one of them. Like you gonna like leave that alone. That's coming from me.
But I'm gonna say this because I call him Christian. I know him, and I'm very sad and disappointed that that's going on. I've read the him and Al Nuke stuff in the back and forth, and I mean we in our 50s, and to see well-to-do men behave like that online, where you got children, um, women, and whoever can see that type of carrying on. I'm disappointed. I really am. Like, and I don't know. I
I
hope
think it's
nothing happens out of that
yeah,
because of
I just
all of
think
that.
it's a part of life. I just think it's I
No,
mean,
we should be growing out of. We should be growing out of that and not caring so much about what people have to say about us.
sometimes.
No,
Sometimes.
I mean because what they're really arguing about is kind of petty.
What are they arguing about? I'm kind of lost on the sauce.
It's
I'm
kind
sorry.
of like from what I gathered from watching both of them, because one led me over here, and I don't want to get in grown men's business, but since we're talking about it here, it seems as though I don't know who started it, but it seems as though something was said about Dogface not being from Pontiac, not being where he shouldn't be the voice of not being from Detroit. I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Okay.
saying he's from Pontiac, not being from Detroit. So he has a podcast, and he has a lot of influence in the hip hop community because of some of the works that he's put in. So, but the guy was saying, he shouldn't be the voice of Detroit because he doesn't represent Detroit because he's from Pontiac. So it just kind of just spiraled out of control to where the disrespect, some things that have been said on both ends, it could lead to
Death.
violence and death.
Yeah.
And they're doing it online publicly. And, from what I understand about men, certain things you just don't back down from. Like, I'm going to see you about it. So, I don't know. It's a lot of allegations. It's a lot of back and forth. And then apparently the guy, Dogface, had a large YouTube following and Instagram following. So they started reporting his page and, you know, got him banned, I guess, from Instagram and had his YouTube page was taken down. So now you're hitting his pockets, but not
Yeah.
really,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just real petty, and I don't see that. It's just not hot for grown men
Man,
carrying on like that.
I just seen one dude keep it street. You know what I'm saying? One dude say he hood street,
Mhm.
but just didn't keep it that way. I'm just gonna keep it 100. It's simple.
Hood Street ain't on the internet going back and forth.
Hold on.
Okay, that's
Now,
number
in
one.
this day and time, it is. It is. You know what I
Because I
mean?
mean, if you think about it, like I don't see how it's smart, especially when you might get at somebody. All of that is documented and
Yeah.
recorded based on y'all happen to video record it and post it to get your message across.
But
So it's not like you just
that
helping
go
the
with knowing
police.
somebody character too. That go with knowing somebody character too. Because one
Tell us
person know that the other person ain't gonna bust a grape.
I mean, you can side with whoever you want to side with. You're still talking about men who are grown
Right.
ass,
Right.
gray headed, balding men with children and grandchildren. Like, cut it out.
I feel you when it comes to that because yeah, yeah, we seeing
It
it.
ain't
People
gangster.
people dying over what they say out here on the internet. It's I get what you're saying is like being disrespectful with the tongue and and people come see you about it. But I
Mhm.
mean, us as people got to learn how to respect each other better. But as we see, that ain't happening. But you gotta, with us knowing that ain't happening, you gotta just develop some skin and be like, you know what? Long as this person ain't coming and putting hands or trying to put hands on me and trying to, it got to be some other type of way to get around because the world that we live in now with the phone, I mean, people can get on this phone and just start
Yeah.
talking about you. You can't stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah, and
you
people
got
are
to be able to.
it might not
Yeah,
have even been Al Nuke. It could have been just an
anybody.
anonymous page
Yeah,
going at him crazy. You know what I'm
and
saying?
I ain't talking about them
Yeah, but I'm just saying that
specific, but everybody. Yeah,
when it comes to like online and going
yeah,
viral and having these beats and what you
it's
call
crazy.
text warriors and stuff,
We
it's
done
like,
seen people get smoked online. You know what I mean? It's
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
and
chilling
So
in your
at the
car.
end of the
but
day,
that's
it's
what I'm
it's
saying.
not
Some
worth
people
it.
don't want to risk it all. And
It's not worth it.
this is the thing. You have to look at what people have seen work.
Yeah.
You
And this
got
could be, and both of these guys could potentially be not just influencers, but
Yeah.
mentors to young men and children. And to be acting like that on the internet is just not, it doesn't exemplify excellence to me.
no, it don't. It don't. But like I was saying, got to get to
Yeah.
that bag. Some people willing to do, you know what I'm saying, whatever it take.
But the getting to the and I get where you coming from because yeah, we all need the money, but you don't want the bag and then get the bag. You know what I mean? Because if you know what I'm saying,
And then be in the bag.
being, you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
It's okay.
you can't, it ain't gonna
I
do you no
mean, but
good.
look,
Then you know what I'm saying?
bro, but
Right.
look at this shit. You had one particular person that was smart as fuck and nobody knew it because he came on the scene being ignorant as you ever want to be. But he is highly intelligent. His daughter graduated at like 15 years old from high school. You got the Charleston Whites. He said,
Oh
I
yeah.
gave you when he finally got to talk. I couldn't wait for him to say that because I had already knew it. I was like, he manipulated the whole world.
Hmm.
I like
You know what
Charleston
I
though.
mean? To get to where he wanted to be and do, but he still do ignorant shit right there. He just a go off. You can tell that liquor don't set right with him. You know what I mean? So, but nevertheless, people have seen it work. They seen it work with others. They seen DJ Academics turn into who he was.
Right.
You know what I mean? To get to the point to where he got money and motherfuckers talking shit to him. Now he be like, so what? He talks shit back to him because he taking that paper. He got paid security. You know what I'm saying? You got
Yeah, I was about to go there. And
Yeah.
you have the Jason Lees who talk their stuff, and
yeah.
people try to approach them in
Yeah,
restaurants.
right here in Detroit.
I
Like I
mean,
said, you
at
got the
that
dog
point,
face.
when you're making so much money, you're not going to do anything but get sued or go to jail. Especially when you're dealing with the punk.
Yeah.
But a lot of people know that a lot of these people know that the alphabet boys, they be and they'll call the police themselves. They keep up. That's part of the game.
But everybody can't be the Charleston, you know what I mean? Because and
Yeah.
people looking at Charleston come up and say, you know what, I do the same thing. But it worked for Charleston.
And people have
You
put
know what I'm
their
saying?
hands on him.
And they yeah, you know what I mean? So
No, no.
he been lucky. But
And vice versa.
yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think he been that lucky because he just smart. He pays attention. He got caught at
Yeah,
that
true
damn.
that.
He got
Barbershop.
caught that one time at that damn barbershop.
You start talking
Outside of
about
that,
little
every
Ron,
time
though, I
somebody
was
tried to
concerned
sneak him to
about
do
him.
something, he was ready. I seen him come. Whoop.
But he got Soldier Boy too. He done sprayed Soldier Boy up with the mace.
Yeah, he done, man. Look at here.
Yeah, Charleston crazy for that.
With one eye.
Well, one eye.
Yeah.
But I'm with you though. I mean, yeah, you got everybody do want to come up off the internet, but
We talked about that.
Yeah,
They
just-
actually wanted me. It was some people got in touch with me to go at Dogface when he first started blowing up. When
that
he
wouldn't have been smart. That
had
wouldn't have
said
been
the shit about Trump. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And I really, but see, the difference is I knew that he wasn't. He was doing it from a comedic standpoint. He wasn't serious. He's like when Trump was off, we was getting that money. He was just talking shit. When it came down to it, he don't fuck with Trump. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So when I had made my video about the situation, I basically said just what I said. He reposted what I said on his page. You know what I mean? To let people know, like, nah, he don't fuck with Trump for real. So it was just, what people feed into it. But that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to explain.
Mhm.
A lot of people feed directly into what you say. They think everything you saying is hood gospel.
right.
You know what I
And
mean?
you can't allow people to battery back you. You know what I mean? Put a battery in your back to do something that they won't even be willing to do. That's you know what I mean? Because you're gonna be stuck out when you crash out, you're gonna be stuck on the island by yourself.
Yeah.
You
No
know what I mean?
doubt.
So it's like people crazy because they try to put you in a position to go against somebody you really ain't even got a problem with.
Yeah.
It's just
But he don't.
Yeah.
But we talking about if we just talking about just Dogface, like he don't. The point I was trying to make is he don't give a fuck.
I
He
understand
He
that.
don't care at all. He that person. He's not gonna deny he that person. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's just one of them things that you would, you know what I'm saying? It would just be wasting. I don't call and talk to him about nothing. Even if I don't disagree with some shit with him, I don't even. You know what I'm saying? Having a
Maybe
conversation.
let you get a word in.
You just gonna tell me I'm lost.
Mhm.
Brother, you lost. All right, nigga, you can have it. You can have it. You can have it. Good motherfucker though. Overall,
Oh,
like I
he
said,
is.
a lot of us have a lot of, you know what I'm saying. I got different character flaws. We all got character
Yeah.
flaws that, you know what I'm saying. If we let them out too much, then people gonna be like, ooh, shit.
Right. So, Christian, instead of calling you and telling you to behave yourself as your Muslim sister, I'm asking you
oh Tone.
just tone it down a little bit and go ahead and
What happened? What I
Yeah.
missed something?
Huh?
What I missed?
Oh no, she was saying that she.
Yeah, just behave yourself and you stay safe. And y'all play with somebody else because he ain't for no games.
Exactly, that's my point. Stop playing. I'm playing with
But
that.
the whole thing is though, when they fear you and they know they can't whoop you, they will resort to gunplay. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? He tried to do a whole match for match boxing thing. You know, dog wanted to get in there and just knock the shit out of him, you know?
for sure, for sure. That's right. I had to quit telling people that. I had to quit telling people that.
Yeah, like, you know, we know why he tried to get in there because he ain't gonna follow no referee's rules. Hell, he might hit the referee. So, yeah, but no, it ain't. I don't think that's gonna happen either. Hey,
Yeah,
Tony.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm
Yeah.
about to quit fight. I'm
But what do
old.
y'all think about this whole Little Dirk arrest
I
and
know a
him?
little bit about it, but so he got caught up in the mix because he tried to get Quando Rondo, right?
It is alleged that he
Alleged.
did a murder for hire.
I believe it.
I
I
think there
believe it.
Yeah,
was a.
he got. Yeah, they done.
I
Yeah, they
believe it.
done. They said that they got proof, and
Yeah,
I
I
know that
believe it.
they got proof because they.
Because I mean, Vaughn was his right hand man. That was his boy. But
Mhm.
what be tripping me out honestly when it comes to stuff like this? Like people put like I don't know King Von. I don't know the atmosphere in Chicago and they traditions and stuff. I'm not from there. I don't know. But at the end of the day, we know that King Von was a murderer. We know that.
They call him a serial
A
murderer.
serial murder. And they said the guy was a monster, dog. So it's like what tripped me out is about how
Idolized.
we idolize and champion that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to champion,
Right.
and
And
it's
that's why I wanted to talk about it because I'm
yeah.
already seeing women and men talking
Mhm.
about free Dirk. Look, that was my baby. And, like they're kind of in love with him, so to speak. And it's like, you have sons and daughters, and you sitting here talking about free Dirk when he's accused of killing. Wasn't there a female that was killed in the shooting?
Uh in the shooting that now I don't know. I don't
So
know.
I
Yeah,
believe that
I
when
don't
they
know.
went after when
Quando.
there was a shooting, their target survived, but a female died.
Mm, mm,
That's
mm,
number one. So
mm,
I'm
mm,
just
mm.
looking at it like, we always talk about how bad Chicago is, number one. We always talk about crime and all this type of stuff. But then when we know people who are being charged with murder,
We say let them go.
it's like freedom
Right.
all over the internet. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
what?
And that'd be crazy to me. But it's another aspect to that, though. It's another aspect to it because
Why
when
are we championing for people who are destroying our community and killing each
yeah,
other?
that's crazy.
Cause
Like,
that's
why
cause
are we celebrating them?
yeah, we
It's somebody
celebrating
that get mad at us right now for saying like, "What the fuck? Why didn't you just want to see a black man?" Like, no, I just want to see black people quit killing black people.
yeah.
And if
Hey
you
look,
know,
we shouldn't like the nah, bro. Nah, we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be doing that. And I'm with you, Amy, because that's a boatload of crap. You don't celebrate the killers.
Yeah, but
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? For you just don't do it.
oh, him and my son are friends, huh?
No,
How?
Kia was telling me that Dirk, his son, and Kia and Derek's son go to the same school where they were going to the same school down
Oh,
there
their
in Atlanta.
son. Oh,
Dirk's son,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
listen, my brother has never been innocent. He's never been a good boy, right? And I love him and I miss him, but I have never went and said free him.
Hmm.
you know, if I know, I've never condoned anything that he's done. Um, but although I miss him, I
Hmm.
never champion for his release when I know that he's done wrong. So I
Hmm.
don't know how people feel okay about like saying free him and free this person, and you know what the charges are. It's not like we're saying free somebody who's a civil
Rightly.
righteous,
Right. Yeah.
advocate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Free them all day long. Protest, be outside the jailhouse. But when it's somebody that you know
Uh
that
oh.
are menaces, it's like, huh?
What Kia say, Amy? That's the same talk people are doing, idolizing people that are doing the same thing, wrong things. Try.
That's your brother. That's your
I'm
brother.
on Cabbage Patch on that.
Hey, but look, it like I said, it's another aspect to that. Even
Okay.
though a lot of people won't agree, but there is civilians and there's the streets. So if it's two street niggas that done got killed and they done been beefing and going back and forth, I don't look at it the same.
Mm-hmm.
I know might sound crazy or whatever, but I don't look at it the same. You know what I mean?
But
So
that's still kind of advocating for the ignorance and the destruction of our people.
no, I ain't advocate because I ain't like kill that one. Like you know what I'm saying? But shit, I can't because I know it's certain things that I feel a certain way about because somebody could say that about me yet and still you know what I'm saying. Well, so
So that person
it
who
is
went
what it
and did a
is.
drive-by,
But I would do the same thing again.
so that person who go and do a drive-by and
They
people are,
cowards. I don't like cowards. Nope. I don't know. I don't agree with that. That's pathetic. That's awful. If you got
so
beef,
you
you're
pick
not
and
scared.
choose what's forgivable. I don't know what you're saying.
No, I'm saying no, 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 no. If like let's say if
You're
Dirk
saying an
and
eye for an eye, so if two gangsters want to,
yeah, it's like a stalemate. They cancel each other out.
damn,
Shit,
I get where you coming from, James.
I
But
get it.
yeah, I get it.
But I'm not finna. But
Yeah,
I'm not finna cheer it. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like
I just feel like people say free him until it's them.
Until it's free him till it's them. And that's a T-shirt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's free them until it's them, and then you want justice.
right.
Get the fuck
right.
out of here.
Yeah, I think we got our mind twisted on the wrong thing. Like from what I understand, even though they in that culture, even though he's a multi-platinum artist and all this type, he would be tripping me. I know sometimes when you get to a certain space, it's hard to let the streets go. You still got ties there. I get that, but you get to a point and place in your life, man. Like it's like they seen it. They seen what sees what happened. They see what's going to happen, and they still put themselves in that position. Like so they can have all the money in the world, all the influence, and then still they slipping through the cracks. And I don't think Dirk gonna go in, bro. Dirk going to jail, bro. I don't see him kind of getting out of this.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think
And
so.
it's
You know what I
sad
mean?
because
And think about it, that's a family ruined.
yeah,
Multiple families, people he
multiple family,
employed,
The
children,
music industry.
opportunities. Yeah,
and all the people
it's
that he
sad.
was taking care of and supporting with the money
Yeah.
he was making, they're gonna suffer because
And,
now
and,
they.
and you know what the hard part gonna be, Amy? You know what the bad part gonna be? And they gonna sit him down in the next not even this game don't even take 2 or 3 years. In the next 12 months after he locked up and sitting down, he gonna be like, yo, this
Why
was
did I do
dumb. Why did I do? I had everything. You know what I mean? He gonna realize right when it's too late.
He gonna do that when they deny that bond.
They already denied the bond.
Yeah,
Okay, there you
yeah.
go. He already
Because
thinking
he was trying to leave. I think the country.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. So it's like,
He's a flight risk because he was trying to flee.
yeah, that let you know right there. He probably know it's over, bro.
Hey, yeah, that boy done told. That boy done told. But hey, it's part of the game. That's why you do your dirt all by your lonely. Don't get nobody else involved, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something like
And what is it with the
Do it.
snitching culture now? Like, is that a thing where snitching is
Man, look,
like still they can walk the streets safely,
man, look at here. It always been that way, motherfuckers.
or does it depend on how much money they make?
dog, hey, did you see what Juhal he put something on his timeline today. He was
Oh,
talking
he
about
put the salary of the
you can
informant.
make $90K being an informant. Like I guess in certain parts of Michigan or throughout, it's just a salary. Like you make more money being an informant. Like it's a college degree job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get a
Do you realize
master degree money.
You know how much money that you make in a state?
Bruh. Wow.
You know how much money they make in a state and sometimes the federal government? Come on, bro. They making them all they getting people.
But what do you consider a snitch though, Amy? Because people describe it into a little bit different. Like Scoob was saying earlier, you got your civilian, regular people, 9 to 5, or just
I
grandmama
don't
on the
see
street.
I don't see civilians as snitches.
They
You know what
reporters
I'm saying?
Right.
reporting.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't see them as snitches, civilians. But if you're in the game, you're in the streets, you just as guilty as the next man. Keep God, people aren't going to agree with me. Keep your damn mouth shut. Like even I, growing up where I grew up, I knew that when the police want to question me, I was to ask for my parent, or I was to say I need to talk to a lawyer. I don't care if they ask me what color the sky was. So I don't get. So I just think that where am I going with my thoughts?
Well, I think a lot of people, I think they snitch because they already got something on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you ain't got nothing on you, you got a clean rap sheet. You probably ain't gonna say, and I think that's how they get a lot of people because they already got a ton on them. You know what I'm
And
saying?
a lot of people don't know what a snitch is. A snitch is somebody where y'all did something together and then you told on that person.
Yeah.
You're not a snitch because you know that something that happened that, you know what I'm saying? It done turned into that.
I
Like,
also think that the snitch is the guy who's your bunkie, who go talking to the CEO when you done told him you were guilty of doing something, and he tried to go talk to them to get lessen his time or that type of stuff.
oh yeah, that's snitching
Snitch
for
as
sure.
well, huh?
That's snitching for sure.
Yeah, that's snitching. I just think that if you live that type of lifestyle, you let the
Go
police
take
do
what
their
go
job.
with it. Take
Yeah,
what
you
go
just
with
Listen,
it.
let the
I had
police
to look at.
do their job.
I'm gonna tell shit that I'd only talk to like one person because I heard it mentioned one time. Somebody was like, "Bro, they said Scooby told on so and so da 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 da," and I had to tell on a friend of mine one time. I think I was like 15 years old, and I explained the situation. Now I'm not gonna say too much of it but he was doing some shit.
This popcorn good.
He had broke into somebody's house that my granddaddy had knew that was in a particular business, and they was getting ready to kill him. My granddaddy had told me, so he did, and that shit. Everybody that would have been anything to do with it has passed away now, so ain't can't shit happen. But they was gonna kill him, and the only way that I could stop them from killing him was to tell them that he was the one that broke into this person's house. So I had told my neighbor, I'm not even gonna lie, I told my neighbor, I was like, and I told him where he was and that meant because they was literally finna, they was about to kill him. Like I know that they was about to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it. Like I'm like, fuck. Like nigga, we play G.I. Joes. Like I can't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? I tried to tell him like, no, he young, I go to school, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. Fuck that. He broke into the wrong person's house. I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? So only thing I could do, because my neighbor came and asked me earlier. He was like, "Do you know about da da da?" I'm like, "Nah, hell no." Nah. You know what I mean? 2 hours later, I'm in the house. I hear the call. I said, "Oh shit, they about to kill his ass." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I end up seeing him later. I was like, hell yeah, I did. I was like, they was about to kill you. You know what I mean? And he was like, I appreciate it. But it was later in life because I end up seeing him. He went to jail and shit. He went to jail when he got out. When I seen him, I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whoop de whoop, that's what happened. And you was about to die.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew it to be sure because he knew the same people that I knew pretty much. So yeah, it was crazy. That shit was crazy, but yeah, yeah. Life growing up in the hood was interesting, boy. Life growing up in the hood was interesting.
You learn a
And
lot of stuff
growing
you
up
need in every aspect of life. I mean,
how I grew up, like that shit was crazy. Like you would never, man, if I ever get a chance to write this book or make this movie, like you would be like, I don't know how the hell you still on this planet, bro. I don't know how you here, how you made it through that, how the hell, like, cause man, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know, I grew up in an organized crime family. You know what I'm saying? I grew up different.
But you know the interesting, the good part about growing up in neighborhoods like, or you know how we did is, even if you wasn't, even if you was that guy that just went to school, you didn't get into the street life. Everybody, you still from the hood. You know what I mean? It's like you still learn some things just by being around. You know what I mean? You learn how to handle yourself when you go to bigger situations or outside of where you from, because you got every type of person in the neighborhood. You got that professional. You got professionals in the hood. You got those super thugs in the hood. You got the murderers. You got the spirituality people in the hood. You got different races and creeds in the hood. You got everybody is there. You know what I mean? So you learn how to navigate through, you know, a lot of things. I wouldn't trade growing up where I grew up for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had a blast, I had a ball. I had some bad times too, but I don't think I don't think of any other place or to want to grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I
I'll
can't
tell you,
think, you know.
there's some things I would want to delete. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
wish I'd have never. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, to as a 14, 15-year old to have to make a decision like
Mm-hmm.
that long. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Think
And
about the
I'm
things
like,
you learned the things that you learned at 7 and 6 that's helping you right now. You know what I mean? Like the things that you learned, you ain't really even think about them like that. You know what I mean? But like, golly, I learned that when I was 6.
yeah, but
You
the
know what I'm
crazy
saying?
part is the only stuff that I remember that I learned when I was that young was traumatizing. It
But
wasn't.
but it probably helped you today. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
helping you every
yeah,
day
it
because
helped
you know
me.
how to cope and
Help me
handle
be a
stress
better man.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
helped me be a better man with different stuff. You know what I'm saying? How I handle life. You know what I'm saying? And making decisions. So, like I said, that was the first. Hell, that was the first big decision of my life, really, right there. But I think, like, bro, if I knew that shit was gonna happen right now, how that shit would be weighing on me. You know what I mean? I just let that shit happen. I
Oh
had
yeah,
to
oh
think of
yeah.
a way.
It'll be killing you.
Yeah, I had to think of a way
Yeah.
early in life to to navigate shit. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I had to be a strong black man. I still had to fit the mold of my family, of my, you know what I'm saying, what my granddad wanted me to be, how my uncle and them wanted me to act, you know what I mean? So that shit was tough. Growing up,
Mm-hmm.
have everybody else out there playing football in the street, hooping. I'm behind the store shooting at a target. You know what I mean?
I think that my upbringing helps me, like as far as being a nurse and being able to relate to especially this demographic in the Pontiac area. I noticed that, like with our slang or jargon or certain things that patient would say, some of my colleagues don't understand or might see as aggressive. Where I can go in and and talk to a patient and totally,
You can interpret.
yeah, and get them
Right.
going, and then know how to just have conversations to where there's not only trust, but I get it. So I do think that, like, even in my profession as a nurse, it's just like my upbringing, even though it was kind of like it turned out to be very valuable.
Yeah, mine
Mm-hmm.
did, no doubt.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It saved me. I could say it saved my life
But
in
let me
some
ask y'all this.
situations.
This is a good question right here, because primarily, Scoob, you grew up on what side of town?
North and east. I can't even really
North and
say.
east. Okay.
And the project, and because my store, our family floor was by the project, so I was
All
in
right.
them places all the time.
So check this out. Okay, Amy, you primarily what side?
You know, I'm a roundaway girl. I grew up in LCC, Charles Lane. I played over on the south side. My other grandparents were on the west side. I
All
was
right.
Yeah,
all over the place.
I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, and I was kind of everywhere, but primarily the south side. I had
Okay.
this conversation with people before. Like each side of town got their own demeanor.
yeah,
East side guys is this way. East side girls is this way. North side, and so on and so on.
hmm
What's the since James, since you kind of was east and north, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the differences you seen from North Side people, East Side people? What do you see? What's the difference, bro? Like the difference between them, because we all different.
You talking about while
Actually,
we were growing
it
up?
Yeah,
actually
when we
it
was
was
growing up, yeah, I
yeah,
don't know how it is now, but
it was number one. It was always the money difference. You know what I'm saying? People on the east side didn't have, you know what I'm saying, money like people had on the north side. So it was a lot more
true,
anger on the
true,
east side.
true,
You know what I
true,
mean? To
true.
be honest, it was just a lot more
Right.
anger on the east side. You know what I'm saying? So it bred people a certain way. It was a lot, like I said, it was always a lot more anger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And but that's crazy. I never thought about it like that.
Think about it, bro. I
But
thought
check
about
it
it.
out. So
Yeah.
people on the east side was way more creative than the people on the north side. Because if they didn't have a swing, they made a swing. You know what I mean? So people on the east side was way more creative. You know what I'm saying? I guess the north side was more like
Everybody had more or less
stability. The
stability. Yeah.
stability was, you know, a big thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Be-
people looked at the north side as softer, but you know what I'm saying? We was thugs too. We was just thugs with a little bit more means. You know what I mean?
And I think that's what I mean. Even when you looked at people looked at northern and central different, it felt like people looked at people on the north side had more of a access. You know what I mean? Like, because you can look at the house, you know what I mean? You're looking at over there, and the houses was pretty decent and nice. You know what I'm saying? It was you look at it like that, and you're right. On the east side, it was a little bit more struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
No.
west side was depending on what side of west side you on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you on one side of
Yeah.
Huron, you straight. You on the other side of Huron where Nina was at, James, you
Right. Hey, look, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you was in Seminole Hills,
you straight.
people, I used to listen because my aunt stayed over. I would listen to people talk about them so bad. They hated them. They want to fight them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everything like, damn, like for real? Y'all just want to fight them just because they stay in Seminole Hills? Like, that was crazy.
crazy.
No.
What you think, Amy? What you think about that?
I don't know.
Since you say you've been everywhere, really, pretty much.
I think I agree with what James is saying. I can at least say that about the east side that they were just a little bit more rough around the edges.
Say north money, south side GM, east drugs, west gangs.
Wow.
Who said that? Need to be
Kid.
ashamed of yourself. The kid, oh my God.
She ain't lying though.
But
She
yeah, I
is
mean,
close.
really,
She
yeah, it's
close.
close. Pretty
She
close.
pretty close. She
Hey,
pretty close.
because
Oh, damn.
because the
She
west
don't know
side, because the west side, if you think about it, that's really where you got your Hmong gangs, you got your Latin Kings. You know what I mean? That's where
No, they was on the north.
it was on the north too, but they kind of
rubbed.
rubbed together. Hey, one population we don't really even talk about, but they there, bro, is the Hmongs, bro. They deep.
Oh yeah, we
You know
remember
what
how
I'm
they
saying?
terrorized the younger niggas at Central. That was funny.
The Hmongs is deep.
But you know what? I was actually, and this is unpopular. This is unpopular. But I was glad that they finally came together and got their shit together and stopped being. And you know what I'm saying?
Who, the
people that
Hmongs or the
was
Latin
them,
King? Who you talking
the Hmons,
about? Okay.
because they was running. I remember they came up. Hey, they messed around and some came from out of town and everything. They had all type of guns and shit. I remember. I said, man, y'all better leave them alone. I told them. My little cousins at school, man, they doing this and we folks are. I said, leave them alone. I said, leave them alone. Whenever they have family come into town and now they sticking their chests out, leave their ass alone.
Hey, here go one thing that I think kind of, bro. I didn't notice that it was gonna have an effect like this until it actually happened when they tore down Lakeside, the projects. I didn't think it was gonna affect the whole city of Pontiac like it did. But what happened is that's like tearing down the north side and then putting everybody in the north side on the south side. It don't mix. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you tore down the projects and you had everybody, see the projects had their own little culture inside of the projects. You ride in there, that's a whole different
project. Yeah.
So now you taking them, displacing them, some on the east, some on the north, south. What happened was it shook up shook up everything, dog. I think that was. I don't think whoever people didn't think about that clearly when that happened, and I think it kind of destabilized things for a long time.
They didn't get enough money neither. They, you know what I mean? That was a tough transition. I forgot all
Real
about
tough.
it. Yeah. They didn't
Real
get
tough.
enough money. They had got a stipend, if that's the correct word.
Close the door.
But it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? With them moving to somewhere where they actually paying rent, not the same price, you know. Yeah.
Because a lot went over on off of a lot of people from the projects, man. Just think about it, because think about it, you had the projects was a gang. It was
PJP.
the PJP. So the PJP broke up and they was everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, bro. But I think that threw a I don't think really, like when you tearing down or you doing things with neighborhoods, you kind of got to think about the whole element, not just moving people around. You got to think about the whole element, because the projects was a world inside of a world. It was, it was just, and they still ain't did anything with that property.
Yeah, that was
you know what I'm
gigantic fail. It was a plan.
Oh yeah.
That somebody had, and they thought this plan was gonna work out, and it didn't. They couldn't do what they wanted to do, so they was like, they did what those particular people do. They said, "Fuck it."
And that land still, I think the Pontiac Housing Commission
Man,
got
that shit
something that they were supposed to do, but I
so
don't
much money, man. That shit is worth so much money, bro.
All right, I need to fly my drone back through there and see what's
That shit
happening.
is worth so much money, because you know what? They haven't did it yet. But if shit don't go crazy after selection and they do something with it, bro, do you know that they can take that lake all the way out? They can connect it. You know
Well, it goes to it connects to the Clinton River, don't it?
Yeah, I mean, where it go, yeah, but it don't. You know, that's just the water source. That's not. How do you say it? You can't sail on it all the way there. You know what I'm saying? It's connected through underground waters and stuff like that, but not.
If you got any property sitting on a land on a body of water, dog, you sitting on something real nice. You know what I mean? That's lakefront property, bro. You know what I mean? And that's why they. I don't know. You know, I'm just speaking, but I'm thinking that's why they kicked them out. But they still ain't did anything with it, bro. It's
they had a whole building plan, man. They was supposed to put some sweet shit over there. They were supposed to have built a bridge all the way across to the man. It was supposed to have been cold.
Man, they gonna put something over there.
Who owned the property though? Miss Fiona might know about this. Patterson. The land was sold in individual. Below is just like everything else, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
To an individual, wow.
Yeah, I don't even know who.
Just like the Silver Dome was. I mean, man,
that's an epic.
I don't even wonder what.
I got the paperwork on that.
I ain't gonna even get on. I
know.
But
that's all our stuff away.
Who was? Yeah, but look
at investor. Wow.
It started way before. That shit started way before everybody started seeing it. It started way because look at that. The airport, that was Pontiac.
Hey, bro, we need to really have a real show and dissect this Pontiac Silverdome situation, bro. Like, because you know it still affects today, even though we got Amazon, and I'm glad Amazon is here, because it was a lot of failed projects on that land. You know, you had everybody with every idea imaginable, but I'm glad Amazon came and solidified, and it's a place where people can get employment and they're here. But what happened, how it happened, it need to be really talked about, and people weren't happy about it, bro, for years before, you know, it happened and leading up to it. You know, but people just sweep it up under they don't really talk about it.
But it was bigger stuff that happened before that.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, because you got Waterford, like I said, the airport. You got the palace, which was still Pontiac. All of that was Pontiac.
Right.
You know what I mean? And soon as, every single fucking time, soon as they sold the airport, well, we think we're going to turn it into an international. Soon as they sold the property over there to Auburn Hills, oh, we about to move the Pistons. You know what I mean? No, that shit is way bigger than, you know what I'm saying, the Silverdome shit.
So how many assets do now crazy thing, bro. I got this video upstairs. I should have shared it with y'all, but I remember when the city manager was here. It's a video of with the city manager, but he was talking. So the golf course, who owns the golf course now? Because I know we don't have that neither.
I think a private owner owns that golf course now.
Did what?
Right. Yeah, the golf course ain't Pontiac's. Yeah.
Listen, see the thing about Pontiac is we put favorites in them seats, and they don't know how to conduct business.
Mhm.
Damn, that was the last thing.
So they get
That's what I was about to say. It's like it ain't too much. I don't know what landmarks we really own like that right now. So what Ms. Patterson say that Pontiac Housing Commission was corrupt and several board members benefited financially.
Yes, I totally agree, Ms. Patterson. That's the kind of stuff, man. That's what you call
Yeah, we don't own that no more.
And we don't even get to hear about those certain sales because some of us did have the money to, you know what I'm saying? I could have bought the Silver Dome, dog. I could have.
Hey, yeah, how much they sold it? Finally let it go for dog. It's dog.
$500,000.
Somebody, bruh, that was man. I love that Amazon is there, bro. But every time I come off the M59 ramp and I look over there, I'm sad, bro. There's no way in the world. Now, I'm not saying everything will last forever, and I get it. You know what I mean? I knew the Pistons probably would the Lions would eventually probably go back to Detroit. But you do everything in your possible power, dog, to keep them. You don't lose an NFL franchise, bro. Like Pontiac was.
Oh, no.
You had people coming in and out of Pontiac from everywhere just to hit there. You know what I mean?
It was the wrong time to flex, bro. It
Wrong
was somebody that was down at the city. I ain't gonna say no names. Because I guess it kind of hit a little home, but they decided to flex at the wrong time. You know that was only I think it was about $200,000. That was it. That was the amount of money that they were saying, like, for the Silver Dome. The Silver Dome shit, where they was trying to go back and forth for negotiations. They said, no, we don't want to pay them taxes. You know what I'm saying? And somebody said, okay, well, fuck y'all. We can run this ourselves. And I'm trying to figure out what exactly did they think they was going to have at the Silver Dome? What is capable of bringing money?
Monster trucks ain't going to do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Carnivals ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
The fucking rodeo, man.
Master P concert ain't going to do it. You know what I mean? It's like you need, dog, the Lions was the catalyst. That's what kept the money flowing for everything else to happen. Even though the Lions was sorry, you still had sold out arena every week.
We weren't going to keep the Lions.
We'd have had time. At least you would have had time to figure some shit out.
This is what I'm saying, Amy. The Lions probably would have eventually left.
Was a draft on Pontiac after, not during.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying,
we wasn't losing money. We wanted more money. That was the problem. We wanted more money. But the city should have learned how to capitalize off of the Detroit Lions instead of trying to force that money.
Yeah, we had time.
And Ms. Patterson, I agree with you. It was a drain. It became a drain on Pontiac after, the Lions said, we forget it. We out of here. But after, what I'm saying is, let the Lions have it and have control of it. At least what I think would have happened is when the Fords didn't want it no more, they at least would have got a good sale and it still would have benefited Pontiac some type of way. In the long run, I think, I'm glad we actually got Amazon, like I said, but man.
But if they was leaving on good terms, they might have gave the city money. You get what I'm saying? Because when rich companies leave areas, they normally donate them money. But since they left in anger, you know what I mean? She said during. I never
heard they been a strain on them. I didn't know they. I mean, because how was the Silver Dome? How were they strained during the playing time of the Lions? I mean, the Lions, it paid for itself, really.
Mismanaging money.
Yeah, you see, you got to understand, man. Okay. When you look back at that thing, it goes.
Does Ms. Patterson want to call in? Sante, you want to put the number?
Yeah, Ms. Patterson, I'm going to put the number up. If you please call in, Ms. Patterson.
But you got to understand, man. We was putting people in them seats that didn't know how to conduct business, man. This is what you get. This is what you get. Everything gone now.
Yeah.
What do we got left?
Then they stuck.
And we still doing the same thing we've been doing 30 years.
What's his name? McDonald in there after everything was fucked. Like he couldn't say that shit.
Come on, man.
So you stick them in that position for them to fail. And I ain't like that, but you know what I'm saying? He stepped up and tried to do something, but you know, that shit impossible.
It's just like this, man. What people got to understand is when people running for them type of seats in a city that where you paying taxes, you got to understand what they coming to do. You got to read people platforms, just like we doing with this election coming next week. We got to understand what you doing and what's your background. Where'd you come from? What business you ran, or how do you manage budgets? And we put people in there because they cool and we've been knowing them for all these years, and they don't know. They don't be knowing. They don't know how to read a contract. And then there be hidden agendas that go down.
Yeah.
Phone call.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Speak up so we can hear you a little bit.
Hello.
Okay, we got you. Whom we
All
speaking
right.
to?
Leona Patterson.
Hey, Miss Patterson. Okay.
Hey, let's go back to Lakes. Let's go back to Lakeside. Lakeside was greatly mismanaged. Okay, and when they got ready to put that land up for sale, it was one of the only two properties in the United States that was on a body of water. They gave those people limited Section 8 because Section 8 was written entirely different than it is now. And they moved them into quarters that they honestly could not afford to maintain because living in Lakeside, you only had to do your Section 8 rent and your utilities were paid for. So when you moved them out and you gave them that Section 8, you did not include a HAP allowance because it wasn't available for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they moved them in places like Crystal Lake Apartments over there off that Crystal Lake for that water. And they had electric heat. And those heating bills were outrageous. On the Silver Dome, we got nothing out of that. All big boys ran all of the concession stands. They would have nonprofits come in and work those concession stands and give them a little bit of money for their nonprofit. I did that one time. And after I had to count up all the cups and all that junk and saw how much money we got, I never went back into Silver Dome.
Yeah, I did the same. Yep, I had worked before.
Okay. Now, every time we had to have all those police, like Oakland County and surrounding areas, the city of Pontiac picked up that charge. We weren't making any money off of the Silver Dome. We got pimped.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. And see, the unfortunate thing about Pontiac is we talk among ourselves, but if you get appointed to a committee, you're so happy having a title or thinking you got a seat that you just give up. And that's why we cannot get ahead. We cave in too doggone much. Say what has to be said, whether you like it or not.
Miss Patterson,
That's where I am. That's where I am on this.
Okay, Miss Patterson. Before you go, how you feel the direction of things are right now?
Horrible. Horrible.
Could you explain?
I think we have too many self-serving people. They're looking at what they can get out of it instead of looking at us as a whole in a community.
Oh shit, we've been dealing with that the last 30 years.
Pardon me?
I said I think we've been dealing with that for the last 30 years that I can remember. That I can recall. Actually, longer than that. I would say the last.
Oh no! It's been a long time that we've been doing this. But the thing about it is, we need to come together and say what we want instead of being dictated to us, and then we accept everything that's said. Learn to read, write, and think.
You see?
Yeah.
You know, we don't share information. We think if we know something, we think we have a priority to it. We don't share it. Anything I know about, I'm going to tell it.
Right.
Okay? But what's the sense of me just knowing something and you don't know it?
Right. And that's what I say about when everything had went up for sale. That when that first city manager had came, you know what I'm saying? Nobody that worked downtown shared the information about the things that were for sale. You know what I mean?
Okay. But we didn't read it. Well, but we didn't read the city minutes. We didn't go to the council meetings. We didn't even know what a city manager. Most people didn't even know what a city manager was, and what was the criteria for getting a city manager. You left it to the individuals that you had elected that were on that commission, and they were still getting their little stipends, so they really didn't react.
Right.
Okay? And that's the same problem we got right now, like with the school board. Okay? How dare them talk about they're going to $200 or $300 to go to a meeting, and they're supposed to be there for service. And then they got some people on the board who can't even write or put a period in a sentence. No, we need a brand new school board, period. Or else our kids will never be able to make it.
Wow. Ms. Patterson, you just said a whole bunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was speechless.
We can't even disagree, though. I mean, she's just saying it, just speaking facts.
Honey?
Yeah, I'm not even in the place to disagree. I wouldn't know.
Well, the thing about it is, I can say what I want because nobody's ever given me a job. Every job I've gotten on my own. Okay?
I hear you.
And when I get a job, I perform my job. Okay? That's why I have never ran for a political office in this city. That's why I have never worked for a white agency head. Okay? I came out of the old school, Pontiac Urban League and the NAACP, so I know where I stand.
Yeah, I missed the Urban League. I missed the Urban League.
Well, we need an Urban League.
Yeah,
really, we need to. And the reason we lost the Urban League was because we had too many non-Pontiac people serving on that board, and they were looking for things to get for themselves, and they got it.
Yeah, things have changed. What was her name? Was Tamara over there? Wasn't that Tamara?
Pardon me?
Wasn't Tamara at the Urban League?
No. Cameron Blunt? Is that who you're talking about?
Was that her name or Tamara Mans?
Who are you talking about?
She married did she end up marrying the basketball coach or the track coach?
What I don't know about?
I thought her name was Tamara. She was over the Urban League because I was in the Urban League in United Way for about 2 years.
You talking about? But is you talking about is her last name Washington? Is that who you're talking about?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let me say this. We have a habit in Pontiac when new people come into town thinking that they're our savers and let them do whatever they want to do. Okay? We already know what we need. We need to come together and just tell them point blank. You don't like this, we're not going to have it. Like what's getting ready to happen at the city. You know, Confani Stevens is getting ready to leave.
Really? I didn't know that. What's happening with that? What's happening with that? Why?
Out of that mess, I bet.
Because number one, the current mayor was a county commissioner, then he became a state rep, right? Mm-hmm. He has never supervised a staff or operated a budget. He's a politician. Confani is the one with the background in city management. So I think we ought to be very concerned about that. Who's going to manage the city?
Right.
And then when you look at all the people that have been hired, none of them live in Pontiac.
Oh, man.
Okay? Yeah. And then when you go to have functions like NAACP dinner or the 60th anniversary for the Golden Opportunity Club, they don't participate. They get their salaries and go home. Look at your agency. Name one black person the head of an agency in the city. You got these white people writing prescriptions for you and getting money to carry it out. Then they come back and try to hire you as a community aide to wait for $13 an hour while they're making $145,000 a year. That's insane.
Yeah.
You know, I think we need to pay a little bit more attention to governance and understand what governance really means.
Yeah, that's facts too.
You're right, Miss Patterson. I didn't even know what you just said the last bit. What you just said about Kwafani, and you're right because he did that down in Flint. That's why that's why he's here because he did what he doing. He basically did that in Flint. He's managed. He's a financial guy. So.
And that's not the only place he did that.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And see, that's the same thing with our school district. We had a superintendent of school who didn't even live here. And every time you had a function here, she didn't show up. Or she came to say hello and do a greeting and was automatically out the door. Mm. You got to understand that when the state legislature said that people on a public payroll no longer have to live in the jurisdiction that is paying their salary, it undermined us.
Yeah.
That did it. That's like having somebody from Canada. That's like having somebody from Canada govern the United States. You can't do it. You can't do it successfully. You can't do it successfully.
Well, look at how many of your teachers live in Pontiac.
Yeah. But you gotta. But I understand.
How many teachers are living in Pontiac?
Right. Not a lot.
Yeah, I understand it, but to a certain extent, you have to look at what's left there. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you couldn't get me to move back to Pontiac. You know what I mean? Because of what's there. How things is, even though I'm from Pontiac and I care about it, you know what I mean? But I don't want to move there. So that's, what I'm saying? That's pretty much had to do that. A lot of these people are from Pontiac, but they don't want to stay in the
city. I understand that. But I think the biggest thing that has undermined most urban cities is that we did not define desegregation and integration for ourselves. We allowed the white people to define it, and it tore up our communities.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Okay. Sure. Okay, and we just don't seem to be able to get it together where we can sit and come through and carry out what we need to do to stabilize our own communities. We just don't. Okay, I don't know how many of you pay attention to the city council meeting. Okay, but that's got to be just a joke. Okay, we had all that money, and look what they're doing with that money. From the pandemic, okay? It's not being used properly. Because, we want stability. I don't want a bunch of entrepreneurs running around here selling shea butter.
I say that all the time.
I agree.
Well, no, I'm serious. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious. Okay. I resent having to go out to Pontiac to go to a market or to buy a pair of stockings. Okay, I really do, and I don't go in any store that does not at least hire somebody that looks at me. I don't do corner stores.
Mm-hmm. So Ms. Patterson, with all that being said, you speaking the truth. And obviously it don't sound like you like the direction that things are going, but
I don't.
Okay, the way things are going are where they are. So with this, I know this new development, what do you think about that? That's downtown that's coming. Do you think that's gonna, like you said, the corner stores, you think that's gonna start something?
You're talking about what Oakland County's going to do?
Yeah. Well, Oakland County's coming through and investing. And what do you feel?
Well, I'm on that. I'm part of that committee.
Okay.
But we don't have enough of us coming out saying what we would like to see. Okay.
All right.
We don't.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. We can populate the Vogue and 46 and that type of thing on the weekends, okay? But when it comes to decision making and input, we don't participate.
Right.
What you think it's going to take? You've been around here for
I don't know what it's going to take. One of the things I do see happening, and I'm going to talk about the Sin Foundation. Mm-hmm. At least they're preparing the younger adults and the high school kids to understand what involvement means, okay? And why you become involved. But that 42-year-old to about 18-year-old, they're hopeless. They're hopeless. They don't want to do nothing but party, buy rims, get some fake gold. I'm serious.
Rims cost more than the car.
Because I'm working on the election, and I'm listening to them. Why they don't want to vote, why they think they shouldn't vote, or why they're supporting Trump. Okay? Have you been in District 7 and District 5 and noticed all the Trump signs?
You know what's so funny? Because
can you tell Sante what is wrong with being a Trump supporter?
Well, what I was about to say, and I'll be quiet and let Miss Patterson. But no, go ahead. I'm quiet.
I'll send you a whole lot of stuff about what Trump says, because I thought that night that you were talking about Carmela and Trump, I thought that was a joke.
Oh.
You know,
I did. I thought you were.
You know it's a joke.
No. I'm not trying to be fun. I just thought you were doing it to get a reaction.
That's okay. Well, you know what?
He's trolling us. I don't think he's that oblivious to.
But you know what's crazy though? But you know what's crazy, y'all? As I ride through Pontiac, and Miss Patterson, I know you've seen this. Amy, I know you've seen it. Like you ride down Huron, or you ride down Square Lake. You will see Trump. You people done rode on the side of the buildings. Like you see it a lot of places through Pontiac, and I'm like, wow. Like you seen it on abandoned buildings, and
Pontiac need to be the last folks vote for Trump. Anybody from Pontiac need not do that. You get that.
Well, Saturday, some Trump supporters came down to the library, where that was the first day for voting at the library, and they really tried to start some stuff. Everybody cooled it out, okay? But on here, there's a young black guy who had his signs out, and a guy stole his signs for black candidates, and he had to call the police department, okay? But it's also, the thing is, Trump has made it almost politically correct to say whatever you think about minorities. Listen what comes out of his mouth and his supporters. Okay? They have gotten so bold now that I almost beat a woman up in Walmart, and I'm not a fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, all because of something she said about a black girl with a food stamp card.
Wow. Yeah, they done got carried away, and that's what I say. That's what a lot of people, that just because they don't get to see what happens or what's going on. I happen to stay in a town back when he was first running. It was all white town pretty much. I stayed on the outside. It was called Gaines, and they start, like, I had friends that started putting Confederate flags on their house. And I try to explain to them.
Oh, they've graduated to Nazi flags.
So, but
really?
With that being said, this is something that when somebody finally really get me mad and he talking about Trump, I don't like him. I have a friend of a friend that actually killed themselves because of a contract that they had with him, building a project. Like the guy literally killed himself, as a Jewish guy, and Trump had contracted him to do some work on this building, and he was used, since it was Trump, he was using all of his funds and paying his employees and all that stuff to the point to where it was crazy amounts of money, but he didn't think nothing of it. And then Trump just decided not to pay this guy at all. He tried to fight him in court and the guy killed himself. Like, true.
Wow.
Wow. You're a real honorable guy.
Yeah, that's why I said he shouldn't even be nowhere near no ballot or anything.
But I don't understand it as a human being.
If Kamala had a speeding ticket, they wouldn't have put her on that ballot. They would have tried to fight against that. This guy got 34 felonies.
I thought it was 50-something.
Oh, you might be. You're right. Okay, 50.
But you know what? That ain't even. Not even a point. I don't think a felony should stop somebody from being a run for president. It's just the person that this guy is, man, and it's right in front of people. That's what throws me off. If this is a thing right here, if I have someone, I come down, I'm coming down to Atlanta. You tell me that you're not getting along with so and so. But next thing you know, I bring him to your house. You gonna say, man, how did you bring him to my house? Because I'm about to shoot him.
Right.
Why would you bring the op to my house? So therefore, I look at it the exact same way. I wouldn't care if he wasn't racist and he was still dealing with these people. They are my opposition. These are people that want me dead and don't want me here.
Right.
So just that fact alone is enough for me not to even consider it.
That's correct.
He couldn't do nothing. He could let somebody I had.
And they're really showing their slip. They're really showing their slip, exposing their slip in a lot of things that's been said. Like she said, nothing is politically incorrect. Nothing is.
They don't care.
What we just right. What we just saw. Sante, what do you think about the Madison Square Gardens rally?
Well, I didn't watch the whole rally. I seen little bits and pieces of it, but I know what y'all talking about as far as the comedian, and I did see little. I didn't.
More than the comedian.
Well, that's the only person I saw, the comedian, but I heard about all the other stuff.
Giuliani and the rest of Dr. Phil, all of them.
So I heard about
the rally as a whole.
The rally. I didn't watch the rally. But I did see the highlights of the comedian or parts of it. I didn't.
Dr. Phil.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: as far as what the comedian did, it was a bad joke. He shouldn't even said that. It was out of place, out of order. I don't agree with what that comedian said. As far as when I heard. I didn't hear anything about. I didn't hear the Puerto Rican, but the Puerto Rican joke, all that was out of order. No place for it. I ain't in agreement with that. I ain't in agreement with that at all.
But would you?
Yeah, but Trump been out of.
Go ahead, Ms. Patterson. I'm sorry.
But Trump has been out of order ever since the girl announced that she was going to be running for president. Ever since it was announced, the way he has talked about her as a black woman is wrong.
Yeah.
Period.
But he did it with Obama.
You know, but
and you're right, he did do it with Obama from the birth certificate.
Okay, but it was not to the point that it is now.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he like when I comment about she slept her way to the top. Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I find that very insulting as a black woman being said about another black woman. Because she has ability. What do you mean she slept her way to the top?
Right.
If anybody slept their way to the top, it's his wife.
Facts.
And you're talking about deporting people. She's not from here. We're gonna deport her.
You know, and I think she's been very, very, very ladylike in ignoring him and addressing his insults. Okay.
Yeah.
But not one black man has stood up to address them about insulting her. Name one. Not one.
Yeah, and a lot of people is worried about their job. Like these people is literally scared of him. And I will say it is some good reason behind it. You know what I'm saying, with the laws that they passed, because what he could do to you when he get in the office, these people is actually scared. And then he stated that him and the
I just think he's incompetent. He's incompetent. I mean, even with choosing his staff, that was a shit show.
Yeah.
The moment he stepped in.
Now
that he's had to fire everybody and his staff has turned against him and made all these type of allegations. Or he's a dirtbag. He was incompetent. He's scum. Like he takes no accountability for anything that goes wrong. And then he takes credit for anything that he feels goes right. It's just he's
incompetent. You know how many jobs that he didn't fill? That the positions never got filled until a year or maybe 2 years he was in office because
he was flipping them so fast he didn't know what he was doing.
He don't, and that's what's blowing me away. When people,
and for people to want him in office again, it's like, did y'all not witness that?
They saw everything we saw.
And so I don't see how they're like, yeah, let's do that again. Because it was a mess.
They got 75 cents a day for a stimulus check. 75 cents. That's what you got. He didn't give it to you.
Yeah,
he didn't give it to
you. That came from Congress. We already
That
know
came
that
from
was already in play.
Congress. See,
but even how he handled the pandemic, it just wasn't good. Even from he just. I don't know how people would go. Yeah, let's do that again. Let's bring him back for more.
Bring him back.
And that money wasn't for the people.
Forget about race. Forget about. I don't understand how he got in the office and he failed miserably.
Do y'all think that the? Do y'all think that the? I mean, how tight do y'all think this race is right now? Do you think it's
not tight? Kamala blowing this dude out.
Nah, hell no, D. I ain't say that. It ain't no statistic.
Mark my words. This election will go down in history as the
I believe that she has a chance now, but it ain't. She not blowing nothing out, bro.
That ain't blow this guy out.
The stats is out there, even from our campaign, because I get them.
I don't even trust the stats until it's.
But I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. But you get ones that both sides do, and independent. You got them from both sides. You get them from the RNC.
I mean, he's offended so many different.
Yeah, and that's as of late.
People, it's like good. I mean, even with what he did with the Puerto Ricans, like you do not understand how large that community is.
He don't care.
And their voters. It's just, I don't know how he. I don't know if he wants to.
But okay, so D, you think it's gonna be a landslide? Scoob, you think it's gonna be tight?
I bet
Amy.
It's a landslide.
Man, Amy, what you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be?
You know what? I don't even want to say because when he won the election,
it was a surprise then.
I was surprised then.
Yeah. He was surprised. Did you see him when they told him he won? You see his face?
I stood in shock.
You looked at his face, dude. He didn't believe he won. He didn't even believe it. He didn't know he was gonna win that. He had already said that he had lost, basically. Yeah. He made a statement that night saying that it had been fixed, and this is that and the third. Well, if it been fixed now, you forget about that. Now it's under the rug.
But I guess
under the rug.
I guess what my question is
on the internet.
I guess what my question is, why do you feel like it's so many people that if you feel like it's tight, you know what I'm saying, D think it's a landslide or whatnot, I think it's going to be, I think honestly, you know what I mean, I think it's probably going to be a landslide the other way. I think he's going to probably whoop her bad, bro. Far as you know, maybe not in the, not maybe in the popular vote, but in the electoral college vote, I think he's probably going to win. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, why do you? But no, hold on, D. What I'm saying is, I'm asking, like, why do you think it's so? He got so much strength and supporters, like to pack out the Madison Square Garden in New York and all these different places. Why do you think? You know,
we don't have no supporters. Most of the people has been paid. Not so much the people that went to. Some people go to rallies just to see.
I mean, he offered 50 cents, $3 million to go to perform.
Some people go there just to hear the silly stuff. 50 Cent that came out. Trump had asked to give him $3 million. He told him, "No, I'm not coming to your stuff. I don't do politics, and I don't support you." He tried to pay 50 Cent. He didn't pay some others to come to his rally. These are things. These are tactics that are being done. My thing is, how could like they said, the black men supported him? That's a joke. It's a show coming on BET tonight with D.L. Hughley about the nothing but black males is going to be at this thing tonight. Okay. So turn that on because the Qs will be running that tonight. So trust and believe. That black man myth is a lie. We only got certain black men who have a problem with a black woman being the lead of the country. That's all we got. We got certain black men who have feels a certain way, that's thinking outside the box, but not looking at the facts. Look at the facts. You got a mama, daughter, grandbabies, or whatever. You better be paying attention and you got sons. For example, he already stated what he's going to do. Last night, Madison Square Garden just solidified what they really going to do. So if you're a black man and you voted for him, guess what? Don't come crying wanting the community to march with your ass.
I
When
think
some
I
shit
think I think that Trump is going to have issues because of the medical community, the black female, the LGBTQ,
the
however
black
you say it,
males,
community. I think that I think he's going to have some issues because, like I said, even from the medical community where he's trying to with the pro-choice versus pro-life thing. A lot of people who practice medicine are always going to lean towards patient advocacy. And,
yes,
and
yes.
that is going to sway our votes heavily when it comes to giving patients the right to make choice
Something could,
when it
right.
comes to when it comes to abortion.
Now here's the thing.
I'm going to get
I'm
some
not,
Plan
I'm not,
Bs right
I'm
now.
not, I'm not for abortion, but I
And
do.
neither am I. But
There's
as I
things that happen.
practice, but here's the thing: if I was to practice and somebody's having, a maternal complication,
Yeah,
and they're in need of
yeah,
a termination, I would not want to wait on the government to make a decision as to whether or not this could take place.
right,
So the medical community is going to
right,
sway towards the opposite way simply because of that. We don't want to be placed in the position that this man is trying to put us in.
right,
That's
and
the issue. And then, like I say, with the gay communities, it's not even about trans operations and all that kind of
yeah.
stuff. A lot of people were allowed to be married, and they're
My,
afraid that if that's going to affect their right to marry or the right to remain married.
my,
And the
my,
insurance.
He's fighting.
You
Yeah,
pay insurance.
he's fighting. He's fighting a lot of people, and
yeah,
he's
and
only
my,
fighting because he only cares about the rich white man.
yeah. My
You
thing
know
is,
what?
my
Eh,
thing.
Hey,
Go ahead.
re- this whole thing, reproductive rights is only a small part of the medical thing, because he's talking about getting rid of the Affordable Care Act.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
All of
and
it.
and that will undercut everything medically. I don't care what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there's more people on the Affordable Care Act than women that are talking about having abortions and stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they won't
so
be able to
I
cover
think it's a lot.
anything.
I think it's a lot of people that are very silent about what they're going to do. They're
Mm-hmm.
going to go and vote.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they just have not said what they're doing.
Yeah, because he's
Now
he's
I think it's going to
against
be a
so, he's against so many people that people don't even realize it. But he's showing it. He's telling it, but
Yeah, he
they're
telling
not paying attention.
you. He telling you. And
He's
here's the
telling you.
yeah. Here's the thing. All those and what's so funny about I'm speaking for our community. Those blacks that vote for him, and when he lose, they gonna use all the resources that Kamala puts out there. And I
they're
wish,
using them now.
yeah, they're using them now. And I wish I could catch all of them that voted for him and say, you're not allowed to use them.
Yeah.
I can give a damn. You can't use them. You're not allowed. You're
Well, you know what? You know what the funny thing is that now I know y'all been seeing the commercials. Now after this election, we're gonna be able to see who any and everybody done voted for. Have y'all seen those advertisements?
yeah.
It
Yeah. So
always been
No,
that way.
you won't be. No,
Oh
you
yeah.
won't be able to see who they voted for.
you
You'll
want
be able to find out that they
If they
voted.
You'll
voted,
know the
oh okay
number. You'll know the number.
the number.
no, you would know if they voted or not.
Okay, I thought the voting record was going to be
No,
public. Who you
No,
No, the
voted
fact
for?
that
only
they
that
voted,
you
the
voted.
fact that they
Only
voted
that you
is
voted.
public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he vote? Yes
So
or
Okay.
no?
you get a grade, but that's just yeah.
Because I was
Yeah,
wondering what that was about. Like, why are they doing that now, or why is that being made somewhat public? Because that never was before. Like, why is that being?
No, that's always been
So
available.
so what are they? So why are they advertised? They said after this year, you
No,
would
they
know.
just hoping
Because
that
Let
more
me
people
see if
pay
I can pull it
attention
up.
of it.
we need to. I mean,
It'll show who you voted for. That's what I'm saying. That's what they
no, I
saying.
don't think it shows
Let
I
me.
who
don't. I think
voted.
that I don't
No,
think
You sure?
it's legal.
Okay.
It
All right.
shows who you
it just shows that you
voted.
voted. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
all.
have always been able to find out who voted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, that's one of the things about it, whether we want to admit it or not. Our entire nation is politically unaware of what the process is as it relates to governance. It's not just us. It's even all them white folks that's falling behind him. They don't understand how legislation is enacted and how it can be rescinded.
Oh yeah, they don't know it at all. Like they don't. I haven't came across one Trumper that could explain it to me in my store. Not one.
Okay, and like the second year he was in office, when they were talking about not taxing Social Security checks, he let that legislation lay on his desk and die. And now he's talking about, okay, I don't want taxes put on Social Security. Okay. He's done an about face on a lot of things that he could have straightened out in the 4 years that he was there, but he chose not to do so.
Yeah, but he just told them people in Dearborn.
I still don't know his point.
He just told the Arab community that he about to stop the war. Now you know he lying.
Yeah,
but he told
well, I'm gonna tell
you
this. I put it on my webpage the other day. Do not shop in Dearborn or Hamtramck. It don't make sense to me. Why spend your money with somebody that you know is against you? Because they're supporting Trump, they're against you.
Yeah, I think that community.
That's where I see it too. That's where I see it too.
I had to attend a conference in Dearborn about 3 years ago, and I had some free time, so I just went into some of their stores, little corner stores and stuff. And I noticed the stuff like, what you call that stuff? Vienna sausages and that potted meat and stuff. I was looking at the prices of their stuff compared to what the prices were in Pontiac that are sold by the same people. Okay. Marked up 2 and 3 times.
Oh yeah, that community never cared. That community never cared.
And that's one of the things we need to do in Pontiac. Stop shopping at these damn corner stores.
Then where
someplace with somebody.
I gotta disagree with you heavily on that.
There's not a lot of black-owned businesses now that we can shop.
Yeah, James. There's not a lot of you, James.
Yeah, you gotta specify that.
Well, if you can get a ride to get your hair and your nails, you can get a ride to go someplace that has somebody shopping, working there that looks like you.
Yeah, now, that's better.
I will say where I'm at right now, I have that luxury. I walk in the store, they look like me. I go to the restaurant, is the owner look like me, and they're nice restaurants. I'm treated nice, and it's professional. This corner store look like me. It's like that, and the prices are right. I don't mind spending my money there.
I'm going to start building my house next month or December the latest in Ghana. I don't trust it here. And secondly, I want to say, that stimulus check, it wasn't for the people.
No.
They had to give us that money to stimulate the economy. They had to give us that money.
Yeah, we gave them that right back.
Because they gave them that. So they had to give us that money. It wasn't to help us at all. It was just to get us to spend that money that they printed, you know what I'm saying, to make a bigger deficit for the country.
Hey, let me say this. I wonder after the Madison Square Gardens, I wonder how the so-called black Trump supporters feel. They ain't on social media no more. They ain't talking.
Yeah. They there, D.
They doubling down.
They doubling down. D, tell you the truth.
I ain't seen it.
Yeah, it is there. Hey, look, but at the end of the day, bro, I mean, I'm listening. I'm just sitting here listening, man. And I hear you.
How do you feel about it?
I don't really feel nothing, man. I didn't hear him call me the N-word. No, I didn't hear that.
That's your watermelon.
Who said that? I mean, the comedian said that. He didn't say that.
He was. What? Now, if we were doing that,
did y'all come up there and say, "Oh, those things were wrong"?
Well, if that's the case, if I look at it like that, that's like me listening to George Lopez that was at a Democratic rally and he made jokes similar too. Like I have to look at him the same way. You know what I'm saying?
He wouldn't have told those same jokes.
But they were similar along the same lines. You know what I mean? It's like I can't. But y'all see, but hold on, y'all be asking me to ask her a question. I'm trying to ask, but it's like
he knew exactly where he was at when he told those jokes.
But that ain't at this point. It's whatever done been said. or however, whatever side people, here's what I'm saying, whatever side people are on, or however people thinking, and whatever way they back their candidate at this point in time, ain't nothing about to change nobody's mind right now. We just got to basically see how this thing about to play out right now. We all know who we kind of voting for, quote unquote, who those who voted or who they supporting. And regardless, if some jacked up stuff came out about Kamala tomorrow, that's not going to sway people from not voting for her or supporting her. Same thing with him or whoever it would be. So it's like at this point, I'm just looking at it like I'm kind of glad this thing is over with next week, because this has been
Me too.
This has been I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's been real entertaining.
Over with next week, though.
But no, it's gonna be the start. Yeah, but quite honestly, this portion of this whole thing is gonna be over with. But I'm gonna tell you like this.
I don't think this would all be going on if there was a more confident candidate running.
On both sides. Yeah. Both sides. I'll be honest with you. I really both sides was better.
I don't think it would have been this big of a mess if it wasn't Trump.
I don't think so.
Who more qualified in the country than
her? I don't think Kamala's good. I mean, and I understand where y'all don't think he good. I get that, and I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying?
It's just that he's good. Can you tell us why you think he's good?
Yeah, because every time his name is mentioned, you do this. Why do you feel like this when Trump was mentioned?
Look, I'm not getting on camera, but I need y'all, if you can't pronounce her name, just say
well, that's an Indian name. That's not even a black name.
I don't care if it was.
Wait a minute.
I don't care if it was.
Kamala is an Indian name.
Okay. It's not Kamala. It's
comma, like a comma, a punctuation, comma.
Kamala.
But that's a black. That's not a. But she got y'all thinking that she's black. She's not black.
Her name is. If her name
Neither is he.
Right, but he ain't never said he was. She said it.
Hey, but I say
no. This
why
is
do you think that woman is in black?
Hold on, you can't say that she's not black, son. You really can't say that.
That's
number one.
I'm just telling you. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm
getting jumped again.
Have you ever been to? Time out. Have you ever been to India? Have you ever been to Indonesia? Have you ever been to India? Have you ever seen any of them people? Do you see the color of them people? They have color of black people that's darker than me.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
So even if she don't have a black Jamaican daddy, bro, she's black. By all rules of the law of being niggerness, she's black. I'm just saying, bro. You can't reach.
Okay. Well, I mean, but that's tell you the truth. If she was, but hold on, it don't make a difference if she's black or white or whoever she is. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be voting on her for a race anyway. I did that before. You know what I mean? So it's like,
why are you voting for this guy? He just told you he don't support you, your community.
That's not what that's not what I heard.
Okay,
that's not what I heard.
What did he say that's going to help our community? I'm curious.
Look, Trump ain't gonna pee. Trump ain't gonna pee on ain't nobody on this screen. He ain't gonna pee on you if you're on fire. Nobody. If you ain't got them dollars, he ain't peeing on you. So you did.
But I think I really just think at this point, everybody kind of made up their mind.
Why you support him? Why do you support him?
Well, I support him because I know I'm echoing myself, man, over a couple of weeks, and I know y'all not going to agree with me, whatever, but that's okay.
No,
but
it's your opinion.
I just I
just want to know why you support him. If he doesn't support,
I told you, as far as the immigration, I always go back to that number one.
The immigration.
So
the borders have been open for centuries. They've been sneaking in for centuries.
Yeah, so sneaking, having an open border and sneaking is two different things.
How do you know the border is open?
Because it is open, D. You can, if you was a Venezuelan and you coming up, you can just come on now. You just.
I doubt that. So that's your deal breaker? The deal breaker?
Not the deal breaker. Because I'm looking at the administration that we coming from right now, the Biden.
What about his administration when he was in office?
I think it was actually okay.
But all those people have left him. The one guy, what's the guy that just left? The general or whoever that blocks everything that try to come in bad.
They're all against him now.
He said Trump is dangerous. He's
why did you think that?
No, he said he's a fascist. That was the word he used. Exactly.
Yeah, fascist.
Yep.
You're right, James.
Yeah.
So tell me why
his whole administration speaks against him and his true stance,
including his wife.
How is that successful? If my whole army falls back and say, this ain't good, whole army, what will make you think, job well done, you did good?
I'm just looking at it I'm looking at from when he
But
started?
he was in office and
He adapted
that was not a good
presidents.
situation.
Man, would
He
y'all
picked up
please
on
let this man
President
finish his
Barack
statement because I want
Obama's
to hear something.
work.
I just want to
He
hear him
carried
say
that for 4
something
years.
with value.
So now what did Donald Trump do during that time he was in office when he was on the back of what President Barack Obama put in place for the United States? What did Donald do?
Donald came into a good situation and he left everything in turmoil for when Biden came in. That's what happened.
He didn't handle COVID.
You agree with that? I see you shaking your head, Sante. You agree?
No, I'm just listening. I'm just
I mean,
listening.
his whole run
What
was
did he do
his
for,
whole
what did he do for
his
you
whole
at that
tenure
time?
was a shit
you-
show, though.
So you owe President Barack Obama a thank you for that time.
His whole tenure was a shit show.
Right.
But look at this is
The
my thing.
entire time from the
Yeah.
time he moved in to when he was forced to move out. It was a shit show.
And he
Yeah.
didn't want to leave.
And there was nothing to be proud
peace.
of.
I think I
See
know
how President Obama left? He shook his hand and walked out like a man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why
he
did
came
Donald
in
come
taking
in?
pictures down and shit
Yeah.
off the website. He was
He was acting up.
And you think about it, just on a smaller thing, when Donald was in, you think about it, you know how usually the basketball teams and different ones, they go to the White House for different things. Didn't nobody want to come there when he was in there?
Hell no, they ain't want to go.
So I mean, what I liked about his administration, like during the 4 years before COVID happened. So before, all I can really primarily judge is from when it to that. So like I say, there was no.
I'm gonna put this out there. I think you really need to retract your support because you don't even know what he.
I was about to,
did,
but
you can't break it down, and you don't even know
He
what
said
he
he was
did.
about to retract.
Yeah, no. I ain't retract. I already voted. So
you're gonna feel real. You're gonna.
I
bet not catch you in that. I bet not catch you in that.
Hey, we gonna have next Tuesday, Super Tuesday. So we gonna be on if hopefully y'all here. But no, like I said, when he was in, bro, I mean, I just like the way that it was more or less of a peaceful time. I didn't.
What?
So Sante, when
hey, hold on, wait a minute. Wait.
I was about to.
Hold on,
I was
y'all
about
have
to.
yet to let him finish.
Okay, let me
Please let him know. Let him. He haven't been able to answer this question yet, and I really, truly want to hear for my soul. I want to hear what he has to say.
Okay, so like, far as overseas wars and things like that, there wasn't any major breakout wars. There was more or less of a peaceful time that way. There was a border security. I know a lot of people didn't like I didn't think of it a lot during that time, but now that it's open now, I kind of appreciate that. Financially, everybody was doing pretty decent, and even I understand what D's saying, far as the economy of what Barack Obama. Okay, I get that. Or I hear what you're saying with that. But far as economically, far as nationally, far as national security, things were a little bit better. There was things, people were working. There wasn't, there wasn't a calamity like it is now in this administration where everything has like fell by the wayside. Everything is up. There's lawlessness, people coming over the border. There's really no, I'm just gauging it on the policy and the procedure of what's going on with
what
they got now
we
until
have
what
had
we had
a border problem for over 35 years. How do you think the Cubans came in here and got Florida?
But I understand. But Miss Patterson, I understood. I hear that. But what I'm saying is,
okay. But the thing about it, when you do legislation and I get elected, I'm living off of what you did until I put my stuff in their order. He put nothing in order. He used everything that Obama had put in place. Now, some of the stuff he tried to destroy, like Section 8. Pontiac opened up Section 8 2 weeks ago for 7 days, the first time in 9 years. Wow. Now, you tell me, and he was the one that said no for Section 8. He did that during his administration. He moved the money. Okay? He said he was going to make the Affordable Care Act stronger. What did he do? Did he do it? No.
No.
Okay? New construction was down.
Why do we? I don't want to
because he didn't put up any money for new construction.
I don't want to interrupt you, Ms. Patterson. But what I'm asking is, okay, why do we see so much support in the urban community? Because Is it just that people fed up with the Biden administration that you see so much of it? Because
they don't understand governance. They simply do not understand governance.
Okay.
You going off of personal. You going off of personal beliefs instead of the numbers and the facts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
The
all
greater
that is.
good of our
Because
people.
I wanted to hear everything you said.
Is it that people are becoming more educated? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, and then like, you know what? Now I see, and maybe people are like, you know what? I don't want to deal with the administration or the Democratic Party like usually, and now I'm going to go ahead and try something different. Could it be that people are getting more educated or into politics?
They can't be getting educated if they want to live in a country that's seriously being divided.
A dictatorship. Do you know how close we are? Do you know?
Answer.
We could be in
he got on.
war.
He got on us last week because we weren't asking or the questions. I'm glad he asked this. Yeah, he said my question is, what did Biden do?
Trying to clean up trucks.
Oh, Biden, you know what? Biden did a whole hell of a lot more than he did. Biden was the one responsible for you getting the stimulus checks. Okay?
Yeah. In the first
Biden was the one that put additional money into health care. That's like all the mental health money.
Biden fighting
that part, for sure.
Biden.
Okay. When Trump was in office with it, when you said we didn't have any wars, we had a big mess going on in Haiti. What did he do? He didn't do anything to help Haiti.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh,
okay, but he went right on over there and messed with Putin. Okay.
North Korea.
When you look at this, you got to look at not just what is happening immediately around you, but what has led to it. What has led to Biden having a problem was the pandemic. If we had never had that pandemic, that would have been a very strong administration. But he was out there trying to put out fires.
Because DT shut down the offices that were there to fight against these different diseases that President Barack Obama had put in place.
And that is the truth.
Bro, look what he did with FEMA.
I can't believe nobody.
Like, look what he did with FEMA. Just alone. Look what he did with FEMA. And all them people
for Puerto Rico.
Man, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, Dominique.
Well, I can't believe the man did all bad. I mean, because you got people looking. You got a lot of people looking for him to have his.
Other than border control, which you claim is like a Trump thing.
But what I'm saying is
what else are you talking about?
So what I'm saying is, I guess all I'm saying.
What else?
All I'm saying is that he couldn't have did all bad. Everybody want his administration back.
But we're asking you, what did he do?
Nobody want his administration.
Well, we gonna see Tuesday.
I think supporting
Sante, you see that.
I don't think they want his administration back. I don't think they want his administration back. I think they like the idea that he hates people.
Yeah, that's what. That's what they want. That's what they care about.
That's what I think this is.
That's what they care about.
If you had it,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's a behavior pattern.
Mm-hmm.
People that are down want other people to be down with them.
Anti that.
Okay, and I think that's why you got all these people running around here talking about their Trump supporters, because they feel left out. They have not been able to make it. Okay, and they don't think they've gotten what's due them simply because they're white.
And look at what happened at them Trump rallies. And it done happened about 5 or 6 times. And I'll be happy that it happened. And I don't care what nobody think about it. All these black Trump supporters at them Trump rallies been getting their ass beat.
Yes.
Because they're thinking that they fit in and doing shit that way. And the white boys is showing their ass that we really don't want you here.
Well, they were waving Nazi signs and saying white power in support of Trump. So, yeah, I don't know what we thinking by saying,
everything that Trump is saying and doing, if y'all think about it, y'all look at it like.
And then he goes, I didn't know. I don't know them. I didn't know the comedian was coming. I didn't. Who? He plays dumb.
Yeah, and
Trump is first generation white here. You know that. His parents, his grandparents were all immigrants. He's had 3 wives that have all been immigrants? What are you talking about?
Right. But if I choose to be anti-immigration, then I'm a Trump supporter. And then that's just their argument about the borders.
Well, you know what? I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know how old y'all are, but I know Barbara Jordan. You may not even remember who she is. Was working on trying to redo the immigration laws when she died and stopped being a congresswoman. Our immigration setup is so wrong until it doesn't even make sense. We have percentages of people that we allow from different countries. If you're from a black country, Africa, Haiti, any of those, you got the lowest percentage. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And same thing for South America. The other thing is these people that are at that border have the advantage of walking across the land. The Haitians don't have that advantage. They got water. Okay? You didn't talk about immigration being outlandish when you had all them Cubans coming in here because you were against Castro.
Mm.
You know, so
until he disagreed with him and see what happened then. You can't even fly. It was times you couldn't even fly to Cuba from the United States. They had it cut off.
True.
I had to fly from Canada to Cuba.
Okay, but the thing is, but then you have to look at also the economics of all of this. Okay. Why were we letting so many people come in through Mexico? And that's just before the people from El Salvador started coming over because it was cheap labor on the West Coast.
Yeah. And then it spread. But it even spread. Now they need them. The whole point is what nobody want to talk about, but the United States government know it. We need those people to work. We need their labor. But guess what? Elon Musk got a whole nother plan that's going to cut off all of that. That's why he can talk about immigration all he wants. Because guess what? You're not going to deport no damn robot.
You know what? Let me tell you something. 14 months ago, we have the Williams International is a global company. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's the largest airplane manufacturing company in the world. 14 months ago, they applied to the Department of Labor to be able to allow people coming in here on green cards because they could not get enough skilled workers right here at our back door. Okay? We gave them brownfield. Okay, we gave them brownfield credits to build right there. Okay? And the deal was that they were supposed to select so many people from Pontiac and train them to work with them. We couldn't even get enough people to even do that. So some of this is our fault.
Yeah. And all of them is not bull crap jobs too, by the way. These engineers, we don't have enough black engineers or none of these things that we need over here. And because of their expertise in specific things, they're just letting them come over here and work. You don't even know how to speak English, but they know how to do these particular jobs.
Yep.
And the lady that she was speaking of is the reason that Kamala was not the first black Congress lady, because she was one before she was. What's her name again?
But I'm serious. Some of it is our own fault. We need that's why we need to straighten up our own neighborhoods. Seriously.
But it takes money. We can't do nothing without money. We have to start. We got to make money and start buying up stuff. You have to own. Now you got to look at. You got China was coming over here buying up all the major real stuff. Now you got all the Indians buying up every piece of everything.
Marvetta, who you with? Marvetta, who you with? That's our cousin, Kia.
You know shit. 10
years.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Pontiac. Okay, have you noticed how many Hispanics have now bought these houses and have reconverted them? Mm-hmm. Have you noticed how many people go to Coleman at Trinity and at Wisner and the line is all Hispanic? Mm-hmm. Have you noticed all of that?
Yep.
Do you know the biggest student population in the city of Pontiac right now is Hispanic?
Yep. See it.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Don't say that.
Nothing wrong with that. No. See, I'm just sitting here listening, but all I'm saying is that there's nothing wrong if you come here legally, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's just not
They're
okay.
not legal.
They're not legal.
There's a law. There's a law that says, and I'll send it to you, that when somebody brings a kid to a school to register them, you cannot ask them whether they're legal or not legal.
Yeah,
You cannot.
Yep, it's against the law.
Okay? Yeah, you want to talk about, I looked at the statistics for DHS 2 weeks ago. Who in their right mind at 38 or 46 is going to have a baby just so you can get Medicaid and food stamps?
Not I.
Now, that's how they're getting the benefits, because the child is born here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So they get a little bit of food stamps, they use that, and then they go stand in the free line to get all the rest of the food.
So why did Kamala and Kamala why did she admit that there's a border crisis problem that that's going on really within the last 4 years? Why did she admit that?
I don't think she said the last 4 years. I don't think she said the last.
It is true.
But she's not the only one that has ever said that.
It's always been
but I'm saying we never honestly we didn't have an open border situation like there is now. Though
there's been a border issue.
No, I hear it. Yeah, there has. Oh, yeah. Of course, people always snuck into the United States. If I wasn't here, I'd be trying to sneak in too. What I'm saying is there has not been an open border where you just come on non-resistant, none. That's why hundreds of thousands of people are just coming undocumented.
No.
They just
yes. No, that is actual true. No. So there's not.
They were previously being stopped at different places in Mexico, but then Mexico got overburdened with them, so they started letting them come through.
Yes.
Yes, they did. I can remember when I was working for General Motors, and I worked in Mexico. They didn't have that. Okay, you snuck over, but you didn't. You didn't have all these people walking in from Honduras, El Salvador. Yeah. You didn't.
So basically, they're taking another route to come through weaker places in like Mexico. There's other people from other countries coming through Mexico to the borders, but it's just because they say it's open, it's not open. They're saying it's open because of how many people is coming. It's bad terminology.
So I don't get that. You see what I'm saying? That don't even really me make sense.
Wait a minute. You had the same thing with the Canadian border up around Buffalo.
Right.
But right. Yeah, you're not gonna have influx of people trying to run from Canada to the United States, though.
You're not understanding. People.
The only reason that they got upset is because they were people of color.
Yeah. So Buffalo, what she's saying is the Canadian border from Canada to New York. People was coming through there. Now most of the white people come through there. That's the smart way. They come through. They come through Buffalo. Okay. So that's what she's saying.
I hear everything everybody's saying. I hear everything everybody's saying. I hear it. I'm not going to dispute what y'all feel. You know what I mean? That's how y'all look at it. But that's not how I look at it. But I get it, and I'm not gonna trip on you because y'all want Kamala. Like, that's cool. That's cool.
But you're not reading
Hondi.
I think G's the lesser of two evils.
I get you. I hear that.
That's right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, this woman was forced into this position. Okay. It wasn't something that I think she was thinking about. Okay. But that it just happened. And they didn't have enough time to come up with another candidate and run this election. Okay?
No, they had time. They had time.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they did. This is how I say they had time. This was before the DNC. And no, they didn't have a lot of time. But they had a little bit of time where they could have had some candidates where people could have voted on their representation. She wasn't even voted in. She hasn't won anything yet.
Bro, number one, she's a vice president.
I understand that, but I get that.
You start selecting a candidate 2 years before the election, Sante.
Right, but this was an unusual, and I get you there. But this was an unusual circumstance where, honestly, they pushed Biden out. They didn't want him no more. You know what I mean? So they they thrust her in there. You know what I mean? But honestly, the Democrats should have picked a better candidate. honestly, he would have did better against Trump than she is. Like, she's not
No,
doing well.
how he got dementia? How the hell?
Well,
See, that's what I'm
she
saying.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't
not doing
understand your
good, bro.
logic.
She's
I
not.
don't understand your logic, bro.
But no, my logic is that she's tanking. If you really, and I know we don't want to look at the numbers, we don't want to look at because they not really conducive
You
to.
cannot give me one factual number about this lady, Sante. You haven't been able to do it yet. You can't
Yes.
even
Okay.
defend
Let's
her
do
after
it.
that.
No. Yeah, I have, bro. I've been watching it. Let's say the poly market. I don't know. I know you guys probably don't even watch this, but it's called the poly market. View more or less the poll. It's one of the most reputable polls in the country, and it just shows that she's losing basically almost every swing state. Like all these places and people that were supporting her, far as even the news outlets are showing that she's in the campaign is in disarray. I really think that honestly, and just this is from somebody, just if I want to step out of the boundary of liking either one of them and supporting either one of them, if I was just looking at it as a third party person looking at it, her campaign is failing. It's not doing good. She's every interview that she goes on, people are not liking it. They're not feeling what she's saying. This is just from a third person. If I step myself out of the situation and just look at it, I'll be honest, bro. I didn't watch a lot of her interviews, and I'm like, dang, and I put my head down, like, yo, she's not helping herself with what she's doing or how she's talking about these topics that people bring up to her. She's not doing well, bro. And that's for me taking myself out of the situation if I'm not even looking at either person.
But if the same questions were asked of Trump, he wouldn't be able to answer them either.
You can't even answer him. That's what I'm saying.
But he seems to be.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't even answer. He couldn't even answer when he was in office. He always had someone else doing his mouth work for him and his writing.
Well,
now, and how many times did he do a public statement on anything?
But
how many times?
Ms. Pat, I'm just looking at right when I hear you, and I get that, and I get where you're coming from. I'm not disputing what you're saying, but what I'm saying, I'm just looking at the now where the campaign is really failing. Like they got a clip. I don't know if y'all seen this. It was a clip of her and Gretchen Whitmer the other day. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
And it was a hot mic where she was talking about she's not getting support from the men, that they got to find a way to try to get this thing going. Like she knows that the campaign is failing. You know what I mean? So a lot of times I'm watching Kamala's interviews, and I'm really watching them to hear, and they're not, and I'm like, dang, she's not doing herself any service with these interviews and these things that she's doing. People are booing her at her own rallies. Like we seen it. Dog, it would just happen in Houston.
Dog, it was one person.
That wasn't one person, dog. That was a crowd. People,
man.
Dog.
But they do that. No, her shit is doing.
Come on, D. Now, come on, man. He ain't got nobody at his rally. Come on, man. Y'all tripping now. He ain't got nobody at his rally now. Come on, dog.
I was just at a rally in Detroit. His rallies was doing awful until that one that he had in New York. But
no, dog. His rallies are packed. They showing the whole camera view of it.
Hey, Sante.
We'll see next Tuesday. We'll see.
We'll hear what we hear. Are you
okay?
We'll see next week.
I feel like
I got a question.
I'm listening.
You hear what we hear. You hear exactly
like if Trump wins
down to whatever that trick name. You hear exactly what we hear. You mean to tell me you going along with that rhetoric, man? No, keep it 100. You're a professional. Would you hire that?
She told you for 2 months in a row, yes.
Yeah. I'm not with Kamala.
What was the question, Miss Patterson? Yeah. I'm curious to hear what it was.
Pardon me?
What was the question that you had? I'm sorry, I wanted to hear what it was.
Oh, I want to know, like, if Trump gets in, say, I want to know if I'll be able to call you up from Jamaica and be part of this conversation.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Ms. Patterson, I'm so happy that you actually called, because I know you usually just text in or whatever, but I'm really happy that you called. I was waiting for you to call. I didn't know if you ever would. So yeah, you welcome on here anytime you want to.
No, but when I'll be listening to you, I'll be working too.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. But yeah, anytime you want to, yeah, please. Hey, I ain't a sore loser. So if I lose or whatever, my side lose, I'm cool with it.
If you lose, you're not gonna come on.
Yeah, I bet you I will.
Way, honey.
So either way, I'm gonna lose.
You win, you gonna lose. He win.
Okay, what you gonna say?
When I lose, I win. What you say?
You gonna say
what you gonna say? She cheated.
Yeah, if she wins, she cheated.
No, and,
gonna say
and
she
that's
cheated.
another thing. Look, it was
Yeah, she
factual.
cheated.
There has only been evidence found against the Republican Party far as voter fraud
Voter interference.
and voter interference. And it's all out there for you to
Are y'all
see.
all gonna be here
And
on
he
Tuesday
still said he think
for
the
Super
election
Tuesday?
got stolen. He said he think the election got stolen, bro.
Are y'all all gonna be here on Super Tuesday next Tuesday?
Man, you know damn well I'm gonna be here.
All right, hey, you know it's gonna be hot.
I don't know, because if she wins, I'm going to a party.
Come on, that's right.
Right. Oh, I'm turning up.
Well, you gonna be here, Miss Patterson?
Well, they're both gonna come in late anyway.
Miss Patterson, you gonna be here?
And now if
'cause she
she
ain't gonna-
loses, and then if she loses, then I'm getting ready to get my plane ticket, because I got to go to Jamaica.
I feel you because I'm going to Ghana. I'm about to build me a house over there anyway.
You know,
Oh
Hey,
my God!
Scoob, if she
I'm not going to give up my
wins,
citizenship, but I will not be here.
So you ain't
No,
giving
you
up the
can have
citizenship?
dual. Yeah, you can have dual citizenship.
No, I'm going to keep my citizenship, but I won't be here. Seriously.
I'm definitely keeping my citizenship.
Okay.
But I got.
I'm not about to give that up.
Dominique,
Okay.
What do you say? He'd be DJing. He'd be DJing at the polls.
You might not
Yeah.
want to be DJing at the polls, bro.
But I don't think the seriousness. I really don't think that people are really looking at the seriousness of this election, because
I don't either.
the only way
I
that
don't
it's
think
going
they
to
are.
go the way that a particular amount of people wanted to go is if she loses. But if she wins, there is going to be turmoil. They're going to have. Do you know how many? This is going to be the first time. This is going to be the first time that you're going to see law enforcement actually killing white people. This will be the first time. Mark my words now.
Wow. That's
Because they are ready for a civil war already. They're ready already. There's a particular. They're ready.
Scoob, they are in place. They ready. Let him not win. They are in place.
I think no. I think honestly, if she win, if he win, I think people gonna go crazy. Honestly,
if she win, he's scared that if she win, he going to jail.
Yeah, but if he win, all it's going to do is give these cowards more confidence to do more of what they're doing, and that's an even bigger problem. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be bad. Like I just hope that I hope you never had to deal with it. I just hope you never had to deal with it. Where some Trumpers, you know what I'm saying?
No, I hope
well, I'm gonna tell you, the stock prices done went up the last couple of days because they feel even the stock market feel like Trump is going to win, and the stock market has risen because of this.
Before every election, the stock market raises, bro.
that shit goes.
Okay, all
You
right.
think about it, people as far as housing go. People scared to buy houses or sell their houses because they don't know if Trump.
Yeah, they wait until after the election.
Yeah, because if Trump get in, can't nobody afford nothing.
They can't afford nothing now.
They really ain't. He talking about putting an extra what did he say, 60% on stuff?
Yeah, he's trying to do more tariffs. Like how the hell?
Oh yeah, them tariffs are going. That's going to work out. That's going to work out for the country,
How
dog.
is it going to work out when we the one that pay it?
Okay, you act like Trump be calling.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even know how they work. We're the one that pay tariffs, bro.
We don't. We pay taxes. Tariffs are to other countries.
Exactly. What are you?
But you are getting the goods that he's wanting to tax. Your shirt say made in China, probably. So if you pay $12, you got to pay more extra stuff.
24. So China has to raise the price of their product and sell it to us. Once they sell the product to us for double the price,
no matter what I tell y'all not going to agree anyway. So
I'm saying this is factual. That's not factual. What a tariff does.
Yeah, Brandon, they gonna work. Watch what I'm telling you. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Tariffs are going to work.
They gonna work.
So are you going to try to benefit from the things because she's going to win? So are you going to try to benefit from the stuff that she's giving?
If she wins and she got some good stuff to give, I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna tell you because you can't. Y'all won't even let me speak. I'm gonna listen. The reason I will do it is because I am still an American citizen. Number one. Number two is because I benefited from probably some good stuff that George Bush probably did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't agree with him all the 100% or 90%. I didn't even like him, but you still going to accept a benefit if there's a benefit to be gotten. This is human nature, and you're still a citizen at the end of the day. Why can't you get it?
I just stated that George Bush was a good president after seeing all the shit that happened.
You say George Bush was a better.
Hey, after I done seen all the shit that done happened, I give him way
I ain't
more
never
benefit
seen
of
nothing
the
like
doubt
it
than I
whenever
ever.
he was in office.
Hey, Sante, I see you.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. Bush was much better than Trump. Much better. Much better.
Hey.
Yeah.
He worse, but of course he says I was the best you ever seen.
Hey, Sante.
Yeah.
Sante, you go get in that line. I'm gonna tell everybody. Hey, VP Harris and Waltz. This guy right here, the name support y'all. Don't give him nothing.
Yeah, I'm out there. Look, I'm snitching. Get the shit.
Like you better not get no.
I got two people names I'm gonna post on my page.
Right. Don't get nothing.
Get in them lines looking for no handouts.
When you, hey, Dominic said, "What son you talk? Which one you talking about? The father or the son? Fires Bush was better than Trump. Both of them.
Both
Shit,
of them.
both of them.
Both of them.
Both
Both of them. I voiced
Hey, they don't like Trump, or Bush Jr. don't like Trump.
At this point, anybody that has ran.
Well, I didn't like Trump when he had that little TV program.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, I knew. Look,
I mean, he was an ass man.
He been showing us. He been showing niggas since 1973 what he about.
What do y'all think about the Central Park 5 suing him for defamation?
That's what they should do.
Yeah, they ain't getting nothing. They already done got paid out.
Okay, but how do you?
No. We're not talking. We're talking about him defaming them by some of the comments that he's made. That don't have nothing to do with their case. He's still making inaccurate statements about them.
How do you feel about that, Sante?
I'm gonna tell you, I don't feel no type of way about it because, number one, that's a case that ain't even gonna have any merit on it. Quite honestly, that's like me saying something about the Central Park 5. No, that's like me saying something about the Central Park 5 and they sue me. I mean, you can't say something like you. Come on now.
You can't say anything. You can't defame people and call.
But I don't know what he said though. I mean, y'all got to school me what he said.
They still guilty. You supposed to know what your candidate said, bro.
No, he said that they were murderers.
And they should have been killed, and they still should be killed.
And he's
That's what he said.
Speaking on it in error. He's speaking on it in error, which is why he's being sued.
You like that man, James?
All right. I ain't my man. Honestly, I'm just sitting here listening to you. I usually be.
No, he got a full page ad and said that they should be hung.
But y'all got to understand.
He
but when
a full page ad and said they should be hung.
Right, Ms. Patterson. But that was when they admitted it to being. That's when they admitted to it.
They didn't admit it.
They never admitted that.
They never confessed to police that they did it.
No.
They never did it?
That's not true, Amy.
They never confessed to that.
Okay.
Yeah,
They weren't illegally interrogated.
Yeah, but that happened within that.
But they never admitted guilt in those situations, although the interrogation tactics were very cruel and inappropriate.
But what that had to do with him? What that had to do with Donald Trump?
When they got exonerated and the evidence came up,
he made it about.
Wait a minute, they hadn't even gone to trial or anything when he took up that full page ad that they should be hung.
So
he didn't even want to rent. He had apartments. He didn't even he needed an apartment into the.
And how do you respect a man that buries his former wife on a golf course because he don't want to pay for a funeral? That's crazy.
So what about him endorsing, Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, and what about them when he paid for their campaigns?
That was beneficial.
He did it.
That was beneficial for what he was trying to do.
He knew everybody knew good and well that Jesse Jackson wasn't going to win for the president back then, bro. How beneficial was that?
What you mean?
Everybody knew Jesse Jackson wasn't on the win.
Hey, wait a minute.
Jesse Jackson wasn't going to win. Jesse Jackson wasn't going to win.
We have had some leaders that were just as bad as Crump. Okay?
And I'm going to do a show about them. About Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and them too.
Jesse Jackson to me was never going to be president.
So how was that beneficial?
I thought of him as being an opportunist. Period.
Okay, let me ask y'all a quick question. Let me ask y'all a quick question. I know this is about y'all talking about the election, but let me ask y'all a quick question. Just last week, the Central Park Five was here at Trinity.
Mhm.
And
That's right.
and Al Sharpton came. So I seen Al Sharpton. I don't really like Al Sharpton. I don't like him. I ain't gonna say really, I don't like him. So and he don't care because why would he? But he was like at a welcome like maybe 5 years ago, just before the pandemic. And what I do not like is, he went to welcome, he came up there and he wasn't even up there long and he started asking people for donate. I hate when that happens. Like, like people that came to go see him at welcome already are people that's already they looking for, you know what I mean? Like, and then you ask, and Jesse Jackson did the same thing when he came to welcome. So when they come to places like Pontiac, and it's like I don't even know why they get invited here, quite honestly. And I was gonna do a show about that last week, man. Yeah, they shouldn't even be invited here though, because I don't see nothing that they really doing. They come here and they just get some money. D, you said something one time. You said pimping poverty. That's what it is when I see Al Sharpton. When I know Jesse Jackson not doing too good in health right now, but I think he was.
You would say so if they would have invited Trump to welcome Trinity wherever, you would have been like, well, see, he must not be too bad. They invited him, but because they invited Sharpton, it's an issue.
No, we hypothetically. No, they are inviting him. They didn't invite Trump. They invited them to come. What is Trinity? I'm not saying nothing against Trinity or Welcome or whoever, but what do these institutions get by letting them come here? What are they doing? What are we gaining from having Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson come here?
They're educating folks. Get out and vote. Get out and vote.
I don't think we need education on that no more. People know to vote.
Some people do need education.
And that's not really what he was supposed to be coming here to do.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes, it was. Why else would he be coming?
He was coming.
They don't know the vote. You know the largest turnout of voter registration we had in 50 years in Pontiac is when y'all had marijuana on the ballot. And that wasn't by one vote.
I understand that.
Right. Well, people know. Hey. So, do you think it's beneficial to have? Go ahead, Miss Patterson.
He wasn't even beneficial coming to Trinity Church at 10 o'clock in the morning because the people that would be available at 10 o'clock in the morning didn't need to hear it.
That's what I was saying.
Because they already know.
Right.
Okay? If you have anything, you should have went up to that high school. Okay? Yeah. Or maybe dropped in that Vogue on Wednesday night or something.
Hey. Thanks.
But Jesse Jackson ain't never. Jesse Jackson. Everybody know Jesse Jackson was getting a check for the man. Who he was working for.
Yeah, hey, y'all need to turn on BET because the black men are meeting right now.
BET ain't even controlled by black people.
I know you're not with us no more.
Nah.
BET. You like this.
BET.
Man, I'm about to go cook me some egg whites. I'm tired of y'all, especially you, Sante.
Hey.
You know what, Miss Patterson? Hey. I'm not tired of you. I ain't tired of you.
Eat your eggs and get your strength up, boy, because it's gonna be a long week next week.
No, it ain't. It's gonna be short in the first 2 hours.
Miss Patterson, get your Jamaica ticket.
Hey, Sante. Turn in your car.
Well, I'm going to Jamaica anyway.
Okay. I'm glad you came on.
No, but seriously, what I'm going to do is, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, I had sent out some texts to people to come in and listen to you, like Michael Johnson and them came on for a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them to come on for next Tuesday. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that, it's a broader conversation, okay? Because you wouldn't. And matter of fact, I know somebody that's supporting Trump. I'll even tell them to come on too.
We don't.
Okay.
Yeah, bring them on. Bring them on.
Okay.
Bring them on. Because I had these chumps on here with me, and they up there try to always jump in somebody. That's what they want to do.
I don't think they're jumping you. I think they're asking you a legitimate question.
And I'm answering them. They don't like it. Go ahead.
You ain't gave us.
But I don't even know what your answer was.
Because I haven't. Miss Patterson.
You don't want open borders.
Miss Patterson, I never get to answer. I never get to answer nothing. All I do is push the buttons. That's all I do.
Miss Patterson, the problem with Sante is he hadn't studied his candidate enough to defend him. That's
I've been y'all ain't liking what I'm telling y'all, but it'll tell you true.
That's gonna help our community.
But you know what? It don't matter. Next Tuesday, we're gonna see Super Tuesday gonna be super. Regardless of what I think or regardless of what you think.
Gonna be winning in the first 2 hours.
Nakia,
what's the over under? What's the over under on your candidate?
I don't know, but Nakia,
my concern would really be, regardless of who wins, that we don't break out in the Civil War.
Exactly, like I'm serious.
Okay, serious. I don't want to see another January 6th.
No, it's super serious.
Okay,
Nakia, you should have been beating Sante ass.
So when we're using,
you wasn't.
The thing is, when we're using terms.
That's what it was looking.
What kind of sister was you?
You're right.
Look what you.
Hey y'all, I'm watching this Black Men event. You know, my frat brothers is running this.
Go on, see, yes.
I got to see what the brothers are talking about. Sante, you're not invited to BET. You can't come. You can't watch.
Nah, I don't watch that junk on BET. BET ain't been good since the 90s.
Uncle Ruckus ain't finna watch.
I ain't about to watch that.
Yeah,
junk.
That is it.
That terrible televised. Oh, BET.
I've been sitting here trying to figure out, like, who is this dude?
Uncle Ruckus. I'm nephew.
I was sitting here like
Uncle Ruckus.
And I was like, I'm waiting on this to happen.
Don't trust.
Oh, so hold on. You trying to say I'm not black because I want to deal with Trump? Is that what you say?
No, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny, Sante. Probably about 5 minutes ago, I was like, is he mixed with something?
Word. That's what you was thinking?
I swear to God. I was like, is he like a
word? You so hold on. You think my blackness? My blackness is in question because I want to vote for Trump.
What do you put on the application?
That's what y'all say. Okay. I'm just listening to you.
Will you check?
What you put on the application?
No.
He put other.
I put other.
Because next week you're going to get a whole lot of this.
Hey.
Mr. Patterson, plug your ears right quick. Plug your ears right quick.
Hey. This is why usually I'm going back and forth with y'all. That's why I'm taking it because next week going to be so crazy. It's going to be, I don't have to say anything.
But when we're using terms like Civil War, that's something I don't hear when other people have ran. And this is all due to.
Hey man, y'all really need to watch this show.
Everybody gonna watch that.
Derek, we'll talk to you later.
Hey, see, resist the devil, he will flee. Like we need Tony Rowe.
Now you in verses.
Hey, so I guess we about to get off, everybody. So Miss Patterson, please, if you can, tell your people about it. Yeah, next week we gonna.
I'm gonna do that.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna promote this.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you coming on.
For sure. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. So next week is next Super Tuesday, and we gonna be on. Do y'all want to do it a little bit later? I mean, 7:30 or 8 o'clock or 8:30? What do y'all think? Around 8:30?
Well, the polls close at 8.
So let's do 8:30. Let's start 8:30. Y'all want to do something?
Hell no, we gotta start before.
Start before?
I mean, 7:30. We
start at 4. Is that what you said?
I don't know how long. I'm drinking.
I know, results start coming in. Like, I don't know. I forget how soon they start coming in. Like, the
I think 7:30 is good.
You think 7:30 is still cool? Okay.
Because we can go back and forth. We can do it to where it's not real professional. Like, we just stand in front of it. We can go back.
We're never real professional.
Never.
Never been real professional.
That's for you, Amy.
That's where my criticism been coming in lately.
I'm sitting here with my legs crossed right now. I've been here the whole time being
I don't care if you had on a smoking jacket.
I do.
Shit.
This is a road.
I got a question though for Derek.
He just left out, Miss Patterson.
Oh, okay. I want to know what's happening in Georgia. That's a key state. I mean, it's not one of the battleground states, but it's a key state.
And they had early. I think they got early. Some results back.
They do have early voting, but I just want to know houses
We
really
behind in
going.
Georgia. We behind a point in Georgia. We behind a point just about everywhere.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll see. But like I said, I believe that a lot of people, and I'm not just saying it.
The Mincy, all you got to do is come on in. You wish y'all could bring me live to see the people at the poll. Oh,
I just hope that as much as we're talking, people are actually voting.
I hope so
I
too.
hope it's just not a conversation that just to have a debate and be talking and just to be talking. I really hope that people do get out to the polls because
Hey, this would be a good opportunity right here.
Hey,
Look
but
at
look
this.
it.
He gonna be at the polls. If we could probably send you a link since you gonna be there, and we send you a link, you can come on your phone and show us the people that's out there,
No,
and
you
maybe you
can't
can
do that.
grab. Maybe why can't? Yeah,
no, when we go on,
yeah,
the
we
polls
can.
are closing.
Well, he can catch people on the way
You
out
talking about
around.
the
Yeah.
people that work there? Oh, okay, yeah.
And then maybe Miss, you can probably grab a person or two. They can jump on. I mean, they
Look.
on the phone with them or whatever. So maybe
Oh yeah, alive, yeah. But
a
look it.
live reporter.
This is something that didn't get mentioned that I said briefly, but wasn't nobody paying attention. Um, the the Speaker of the House, he
Yeah.
stated that him and the Speaker of the House have a plan. So the only person that can stop a vote, even though we win it, is the Speaker of the House. So that's some information that a lot of people don't know. The Speaker of the House does not have to approve the votes that came in. So I'm thinking that's some bullshit that might happen as well.
It's interesting. But you know what? I think overall, even though we on two sides of the fence, at the end of the day, I really do think we still doing a service for the community, doing what we doing. Even though, we
No
on
doubt.
different sides. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. That's it is what it is. You know what I mean?
It's
I think
a yin and a yang.
yeah, it is.
God and the
I think we
devil.
doing
It
I
so
think we doing
happen you playing the wrong role today, but
yeah, but next week, hey, bro. But next week, we probably gonna be the hottest show popping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for real. I think this gonna be important. I know it's gonna be fun. We gonna go back and forth, of course. But I think I'm looking forward to next week, dog. For real. I
is
really
it
am.
on FanDuel? Is it on FanDuel?
I think so.
I think it probably is on FanDuel.
It is on FanDuel. People betting on this, bro. It's like big. It's like the Lions versus the Raiders or whoever. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody beat the Lions. Number one, if the
Right,
Lions was going against Trump, I wouldn't be worried.
They will win, right?
Right.
So Miss Patterson, thanks for popping on with us. We really appreciated you. Always come on if you want to or feel like it, call or whatever, and we go from there. But I guess next week, y'all, we turn it up. It started at 7:30 or 8, James. 7:30 is your call. What?
I'm thinking 7:30 for real because I want to get on a little bit before the
Amy, what you think? 7:30 or 8?
I think 7:30 is just
All right,
and the polls are just starting to close. So
all right, cool.
yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm working the election, so I'll be coming on later than that.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But what I will do though, I'm gonna get some people coming out after they vote and ask them how they voted. Not how they vote, but what I've been doing really is working with people who have not voted and didn't understand why they needed to vote.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I've been spending my time doing. Okay. Yeah. And I think that, like I said, I've been doing that 18 to 42-year-old population. Okay. Because they're going to be the ones that if Trump gets in, who are going to really suffer because they're underemployed, undereducated, and underhoused.
Yeah. Well, we do got an extremely bad housing crisis right now, and this shit it ain't good. It just ain't good. It's probably, I would hate to say it, but this is probably gonna be worse than what COVID has ever did to us. If he get in office, and that's not no joke. It's serious. It's something. It's scary. I know we looking at it a certain way, but this is really a scary situation. And I know everybody say, well, this is the most important. No, this is the most important election of my lifetime.
Mine too.
And I believe that though. I'm with that. I think so too.
So, anyway,
that's your guy.
That's my guy. Rolling with the Trump.
You know, and the fear associated with it. You know, it's a lot of fear associated with this election. And I don't think we've had this level of fear straight across the country as it related to an election. Even with Obama, even if the people are saying, we didn't want a black president, there was no fear to it.
Yeah, they were scared, but some of them they had them fooled into thinking that they was gonna get put in reverse
Slavery,
slavery.
ignorant. Yeah.
Reverse like, but no, you're right about that. But you're right. I mean, yeah, this different from all the elections I've been alive to really witness and kind of pay attention to. Like I never seen nothing like it before. It's like a movie.
And I'll tell you
But
what.
you never had a candidate to tell you he wanted to go back to 1776 when you had slavery and women couldn't vote.
Yeah, 1742. Look at
See that?
I would say if you got any money, like for real, like if you got money and you got money put up, I would take at least 10,000 out the bank. I wouldn't even leave all my money in the bank. I'm serious.
It's like take it out.
I'll tell you what, if I close right before that, if they can't give me my money when I close on my store, I'm just gonna hold that check. I really got to see what's going on.
I'm just astonished he was allowed to run. That's what I'm astonished at.
Yeah. But anyway, man, I got to get the hell up off here. I got to.
Because that's nothing but paper. I'll get the money.
Yeah,
I cash that paper.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, if I can get it, if I can hurry up and get it. But I'm saying I don't want to have it where it's the hold, like it's a hold or it's something going on. Like I don't know, shit. I don't know. It's tough.
Well, hey,
because he's already told you what he's going to do to you. That's just like being in a bad marriage and somebody going to tell you, well, I'm getting ready to knock the hell out of you. You think you're going to stay in there and let him knock the hell out of you? You crazy.
As long as the borders are closed.
Right.
As long as the borders are closed, we'll take his abuse.
Man. Yeah. Hey, some of us might be running back across them borders.
Yeah, because I'm mixed, so I can't be able to like.
Yeah,
yeah. When you start talking about Kamala, I was mixed. Like, damn, am I black?
Yeah, I'm mixed like her.
Yeah, a lot of us are.
Yeah, she more mixed than me. Yeah, same. But yeah, so we get out.
You know, well, what happened to that one drop of blood and it automatically made you black?
Right. Yeah, you don't change that.
They only try to.
Hey, who is this guy? It's a Trump supporter. What's his name? That you know, Miss Patterson?
Oh, look at you, want a friend.
Yeah, we need a friend. I need a friend. Because y'all, it'd be 5, 6, 7 against 1 up in this. That's why I just chilled out and just let y'all do y'all thing. But who was he, Miss Patterson, y'all was talking about? You was talking about?
I don't think he's a Trump supporter anymore because I really told him off.
Ooh.
Okay? Seriously. Okay?
Yeah.
And we got to make it a real thing, because I don't know anybody in this world who has not used some type of assistance from the government. And this man said he's going to take your food stamps, your Section 8, your medical. And I know how you were raised. Man, you crazy. Come on, I'm taking you down here to register you to vote. So I took him. Come on, let's go register. And I do 75 people for Christmas every year, and I'm checking every one of them. If they didn't vote, I ain't giving them nothing for Christmas.
Right.
I'm dead serious.
We know you are.
Life is not free. Life is not free. Somebody pays for something somewhere.
One way
or
another.
Yeah, I'll see you next.
But
Yes,
I'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you so much for your community service and doing the things that you've done for decades now. So it is really appreciated, and it has not gone unnoticed. Just so you know.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And I think we all do our part. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're a nurse. And I know that you have had to help some people out as it relates to medical, or even having them understand what's going on with them.
Even
if we all do our part, we okay.
Yeah.
You know.
I just find myself
Derek did a lot for us in Lancaster when we were running the youth groups. Okay. And so, I mean, I think everybody has a role to play in this. And it's not one role more important than the other. Just blend those talents and we can make it.
All right, everybody. So, we're about to get out of here. Ms. Patterson, thanks again. James, Amy, we will see you next week. Super Tuesday coming up, and we're going to knock it out.
All right.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Good night. Y'all have a good time.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
All right.
Look,
That's that.
I don't know if it's enough alcohol on my bar to handle next Tuesday.
Oh, get ready. Hey, get your
Oh, no.
bong, whatever you got
I'll have
over
to
there.
go get my.
Be on there smoking like a mother.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna be in here nervous. Look, I'm gonna
Hey,
be
hey, this is gonna be like the Super Bowl, dog, for real. But no, honestly, bro, what's the good thing is tell you the truth, I think it got a lot of people paying. Either way you look at it, one way or the other, it's a lot of people looking into the political scene now. Regardless if you agree with them or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of participation as far as people looking into politics they never did before. So
But
that's
you
a
know
good
what
thing
we've
too.
been guilty of doing too? Doing a whole lot of talking, but when those numbers come out at the polls, it's not showing the participation.
It show. Hey, it say that we still live.
No, I haven't called in, I haven't came anything down. I'm about to go ahead and cut it down. So,
Okay.
all right, people,
Get
everybody.
out and vote if you haven't already.
Yep. All right. Let me go ahead and end that. All right, peace, everybody. I'm ending it now.